turns out he left behind a mansion full of other people's skulls. The odd thing is they never found his own when he died. When he died, he somehow left behind strange symbols on the floor beneath his corpse. Investigators said the wood was scorched when he died. When he died, they found so many scorpions inside his lungs. When he died, the statues of his missing children cried. What was later found to be his blood. When he died on a dark and stormy night, they telephoned his wife, who reacted with delight. But gradually her voice began to fade to nothing, and the laughing record played. The laughing record played. When he died, they found a message etched into his spine that said, when he died, an endless page of untold nightmares would be nigh, and the blood would make the seas run red. When he died on a dark and stormy night, a nearby shed caught fire. It simply caught alight. And when they cleared the charred wood from the ground, inside they found a painting of a clown. He'd painted it when he was just a child, but scrawled upon the back was exactly when he died.
There's 3 Team Lop.
Oh, my fucking mic wasn't even unmuted. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. We need to get the right music for this. Is it even playing? Okay, well, I don't know why we needed such a build-up for that one. Good lord. Anyways.
Right, multivitamins.
There's
Hey.
Faith. Wow, that was incredible.
I don't think you're gonna get prescribed multivitamins, zombie.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
were
you've done.
talking about medical shit.
Why am I not getting prescribed? Huh?
Oh, there you go. Now D&D is complete. I can watch Panda react to things.
Wow. What?
Wait, I
Okay.
thought it was just apple juice.
Confusing me right off the start.
up.
So since this is a makeup session, I won't really explain what happened last time because
Oh my god.
it happened
we're
literally
voting
yesterday.
We won combat.
Oh, I didn't even switch over the scene. Hold on. You kind of won combat. All of the human enemies are dead.
Don't even start with the you kind of we won. Shut up.
No, we
I
won
mean,
combat.
yeah, no, you won, but the statue is still a looming threat and
Sorcerer,
still.
sorcerer, get out of my fucking DMs.
No.
Actually, you lost.
Actually, there's still enemies left. I wouldn't consider this a
Actually, you
win.
lost. I didn't win. I still lost.
Well, okay, you won combat, but you're not out of danger yet, as the statue is still moving and attempting to kill Lepori.
If you try and say that we lost combat, zombie, you're also not out of danger yet.
Okay, you'd lose combat if the
If
statue
you notice
kills
I
you
haven't
all.
said anything, I will end your life. Zombie.
You lose if the statue kills all of you, which it
You
has
are
not done. But if anybody could help jog my memory, I believe it was Concordia's turn where we last were.
What?
No? Whose turn was it before my Wi-Fi went kaput?
Wait, what?
Camera is fucking up.
It's not.
It's like really like less quality now for me.
I don't know. It looks fine to me.
Weird.
It looks fine on
It's
mine.
always better
Who knows
quality
whose turn
than
it was
Cedars.
last?
If that helps.
What?
Now you don't get Jack now. Now you don't get anything.
Okay,
No,
got nothing now.
Cedar! Cedar, your expressions are good though.
who was?
To think for a second.
I'm pretty sure the last thing that happened was Tempest stopped the nat 20 on Lapori with cutting
Yeah.
wise.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Even though
it was the Sentinel's turn, and then
Panda!
okay,
I'm not gonna say
wait, no,
anything.
it's coming back to me. The Sentinel was attempting to hit Lepori, but then Tempest stopped it, and as I was about to say, let's take it back to the top with Lepori, my Wi-Fi cut out, so it was Lepori's turn next.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on, Panda.
Yeah, breadstick.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna stay in front of it. Twerking. I'm also gonna...
Interesting.
Listen, out of everyone, I'm the most likely to dodge it.
We're all practically at the gate.
Concordia's
I'm pretty
the
sure-
only
Yeah,
lag
we're all
behind.
practically there.
Concordia's in the corner, I swear.
Concordia's
I'll say
right by
maybe.
the fountain.
Oh.
Lepori wouldn't know that.
Yeah, Concordia went invisible and started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm invisible too. That's a good
None
point.
of us would know.
Yeah, I
that.
just felt that turn. Alright, I'm gonna disengage and just kind of run around the fountain.
Alright, so that's your bonus action to disengage, if I'm not wrong, correct?
Run around the
I'm gonna
fountain.
fucking use the card magic to throw a spell at it.
You can run through the fountain now, by the way. The statue is you can run
Okay.
through the fountain unhindered because the statue has cut it and drained the water out of it.
Oh yeah, I
Cool.
did hit it.
I'll
It hit it a
do
couple
that then.
times.
Drainage.
All right, so you're just
I don't
moving
want
as
to get like, yeah, I just want to get like, yeah, just behind the fountain because I don't want anyone else to get like hit with an AOE or whatever.
oh,
um,
you don't want it to swing and hit anybody
Yeah, and
else.
then I'm gonna
Okay.
like flick up a card and it turns into a fireball and it flicks towards the creature.
All right, yeah, you're using the deck of spells. Roll
Yeah.
to hit for me. I believe you rolled to hit with firebolt. Yeah, you do. Firebolt.
11.
Yeah.
That does not fucking hit.
Yep,
It
full
doesn't miss the thing, as it's a very large statue. But as you chuck the card out in order to hit it with a firebolt, you see as the card spins through the air, it slowly catches ablaze and then molds itself into this firebolt. But the statue just kind of stands there as the firebolt hits it in the chest with a poof, and it doesn't seem to even do anything to the statue as it continues to make its advance and look straight toward you with tunnel vision still in mind. That was your action, I assume? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
You have another 15 feet since you could just go through the fountain. Do you want to just stay there, though?
As I said, I'm trying to keep out the way of, like, wide range things.
Alright. So then with that, Tempest.
Hi, I'm leaving.
You're just leaving out the gate?
I'm leaving.
You're just going out the open gate?
I'm leaving.
Find it, are we?
I mean, I don't ask
I assumed we were
me.
just leaving.
No.
Well, that's 2 votes for not fight it, so unless
No.
one of the other 2 votes otherwise.
Oh no, I thought we
Words.
were running on.
I'm eating
Don't
breadsticks.
shrug.
The one person I
Don't
want
eat your
words
veg-
from is
I thought
Panda.
it was like a veggie
I'm
straw.
eating breadsticks. I'm good to fight.
Panda, is Lapori leaving or not?
That's a.
We're
that's
will
a
leave if
veggie
everyone
straw.
else leaves, and we'll fight if everyone else is fighting.
Lapori is
Lapori
a
is
crowd.
I just the only one I'm concerned
win.
about
We're leaving.
leaving behind at this point is Lapori.
Oh,
Because
Lapori will
last time
follow.
what happened, Lapori died.
Lapori will follow. He's going to make sure,
Lapori
like, his...
said last time.
Explode.
Well, this time, hopefully, I
Second
shouldn't die.
fireball.
Drama.
Listen.
You're fine. Yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Arthur just appears with another fireball.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave then.
All
I
right,
guess. There's no point in staying.
You spend your turn making what's probably a smart decision and running straight out the gate, putting some distance between you and the sentinel. That ends your turn because you are no longer in combat at this point. I assume you're waiting for
Yay!
the group.
Fuck combat!
Yeah, you're waiting for the group outside of the gate. With that jumps it straight to Concordia's turn.
Oh wow.
I think you have enough movement to get out
Yeah.
of the
I
gate.
also have a dash if I need it.
Yeah,
so.
True.
Get the fuck out.
You have dashes.
Yeah, I mean I can dash and remain invisible all the same, so that's what we're doing.
You're dashing and then using the rest of your... Sorry. Dashing and then using the rest of your movement to go through the gate?
Yeah, we're getting the heck out of there.
All right. Concordia also making the smart decision, a smart decision that the other 2 of you, actually all 3 of you, can't even see. Concordia makes a dash out the gate and escapes, thusly taking them out of combat. With that, like I've said the past 2 times, that kicks it straight to Faith's turn. Faith, I can't possibly guess.
Question.
Yes.
No, actually, you can guess. You can guess because it's not right.
Oh.
I
If
think I know.
if I want to search something, would that
Mhm.
count as my action or no?
What in specific?
I will say, I'm going to be searching the audience.
Okay, then I don't need to. You
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah, you do your thing.
Wait, what?
I was like, I
Idioticus
forgot to
body.
check him for anything else.
Oh,
I took the braces
Idioticus.
and ran. I didn't remember to
Oh,
check
I
anything
see.
else.
Yep.
You know what? Because I'm gonna, as I'm running out, because Faith is a bit of a worrywart
Mm-hmm.
at this point, because you know he's taken some damage from big fuck all Sentinel. He's gonna cast Bless on Lapori.
All right, so
Yeah, I
You-
did something.
you're blessing Lapori and then running.
Yeah, and then I'm running.
All right. Faith doing the equivalent of a drive-by prayer blesses Lapori and makes the other smart decision of today and escapes out of the gate, thusly taking them out of combat. With that, though, that instantaneously makes it the Sentinel's turn. The Sentinel doesn't know that the rest of the group is escaping, still only focused on Lapori, but as they look up for a moment, they do notice that the gate is open and there are people missing, but then they also see Lapori's still there, so like...
Still twerking at him.
I mean, you know, it's a little more pertinent. They step through the fountain, crushing the remaining not crushing, but kicking over the stone, what is that post in the middle that made the actual fountain, making their way right up to you, Lepori. They instead of bringing their sword down on you, they're going to attempt a different tactic, knowing that you've dodged this a good few times now, and they're going to swing their sword in a broad sweeping motion with the blunt side up, not the blade, because you could just jump over that, but now this massive sword basically is just coming at you like a wall.
Alright.
This one is less damage, but I am going to just roll to hit for this one, since it's not as powerful as him cleaving you in twain. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Wonder.
You take... Hold on, let me find the... Where's my D8? You take 4 damage as this sweeping blade comes down at you, and not expecting...
Well, I'm gonna halve it to make it uncanny dodge.
Just a middle finger to the damage.
Yeah.
This tactic by the statue was a little unexpected, so it does kind of bonk you in the head for a moment, clipping you as you go by, but you manage to, via your uncanny dodge, vault the thing after it pushes you ever so slightly, but this does have the unintended effect of making Idioticus's body swish over about another 5 feet away from you, but you manage to come out of it mostly unharmed, and the statue brings its blade back up and is readying itself for its next turn. I would say we go right back to Lepori, but that's actually not true, because despite all of this, there is a guard still alive and still dead set on attempting to hit Lepori. Oh my,
yeah.
I'll be right back. People keep leaving the door open.
He was a thing. I would have shot him.
Forgetting he's alive.
I would have shot
for a
him.
second, but I'm
I
pretty
would have
sure
shot him.
I thought someone shot him, so that's why I used my uncanny dodge. I would have saved it.
I would have just.
Yeah, I thought he was
I would have
dead.
just Eldritch
Oh, well.
Blast him if I knew. If I knew, I would have just Eldritch Blasted.
Fine.
Honestly.
Yeah. There's so many things we could have done.
It's alright.
Sorry, what were we saying?
But it's okay. It's not that much damage.
None of us realized he was still
We
alive.
didn't know that he was still alive. We completely forgot.
This guard now has a better shot at Lepori, now that Lepori's moved out of cover from this guard. And with this same smoke arrow that they've been using before, take a clean shot at Lepori, unhindered by the sword, and also cover. Well, it doesn't fucking matter, because he got a 6. The guards here are apparently not very competent, and he fires this arrow, and it goes...
It's a stormtrooper.
Look, it's the guard that Lepori flirted with.
You know what? No, that's canon now. I was gonna say he was one of the 4 you knocked out, but no, this is the one that Lepori flirted with. And you're like, oh god, do I really gotta shoot this guy? Ah! This wink flusters this guard as he as he lets go of the drawstring, and the arrow goes flying over Lepori, and it smacks straight into Idioticus's lifeless body, and the smoke cloud comes out from the arrow, and this white smog infects the area around Idioticus's body. If you go near it, you will inhale it. And I'll need a con save from you.
D4 save.
How's your con?
D4 save. D4 plus.
We know how Leporia's
Plus
con is.
1.
Last time I ever gave Leporia a con save, they got a nat 1 and instantly were paralyzed. But that was ages ago, so...
That doesn't
You have
explain how
D4
the
though,
con
so-
is. That's just
True.
a nat 1.
True, I'm just saying.
Is the smoke like obscuring the area that it's in?
It's not obscuring the area, but almost... When you see it, it kind of reminds you of how the spores were by the zombified owlbear, how they're just kind of floating in the air, sticking around.
That's fine. I can see it. That means.
Forgot about that.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
With that, though, that does end the flustered guard's turn, and we'll take it back to Lepori, who is now the only one here, as the others are just waiting for you outside the gate.
Let me check something. I need to.
This is very normal. Lepori's been the only one here a few times.
I'm gonna have to...
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to summon up my mage
crop my
hand.
face for that.
Okay.
Summon up my mage hand, make it invisible, because that's free. I'm
Right.
then going to move it over to Idioticus' body and use my mage hand search him for anything.
Alright. That... Well, wait, is it an action to
Well,
cast...
I have. You can retrieve an object in a container worn or carried by another creature. and I can store them.
I
So
mean-
basically, as a bonus action with cunning action, I can steal shit.
I mean, I guess he is technically a container right now since he's dead. Roll sleight of hand or investigation. Not sleight of hand. He's
It
dead.
also sounds like
I didn't know
One
my
or
body
three
was
by-
a container when I died.
what do I need to roll?
Investigation, since you're
I
not
mean,
trying
I
to keep it a
guess it
secret
is.
from him that you're stealing from him because
19.
he's dead.
He's dead.
Investigating the
Technically,
body.
your body's always a container.
You kind of you look under his warden robes and you find it feels warm. You can't exactly feel it fully, but you can feel the warmth emanating off of what feels to be his charred gun. Since the lightning from God struck him and killed him, his gun is now burnt and charred. You assume it might be damaged and unusable in its current state. And you also find a little pouch in his pocket. You shake it with the mage hand and you hear a jingle jingle in there, so you can only assume what might be in there. Money. And then on his leg, you can feel what seems to be a really common theme around a lot of people in Renovamen is a hidden dagger that he had on his leg, just for emergencies.
I'm just gonna take the money then.
Alright, you're just snagging the money.
Just for fun.
Yep.
As the hand quickly comes back toward you and you grab a hold of the pouch, I imagine Lepori immediately looks inside.
Absolutely.
Ripping it open, you find a good
course.
you find a good 30 silver in there, and as you look at the pouch, you see written on it is payday. Seemingly this was his paycheck that he just forgot to take to the bank, or well, there's no banks here. Just take home, really. You stole his paycheck. Congrats.
Is this another reason why we don't like the police?
All right.
With that
We
though,
don't like
that's your
Renovamen
action.
police. They don't get paid enough.
They're not police. They're prison guards.
This is for flair, but Lepori's
Yeah,
gonna
still gets
start
paid,
like doing like a Vogue dance at the warden that he fostered. That he fostered.
Just.
They're just sexually dancing.
Oh God.
Oh,
You still have movement. Would you like to move now that everybody's gone?
No, I'd get an opportunity attack.
Damn. That. Okay. That. Fair enough.
Hey,
Fair enough.
I literally have to think about it because I'm a rogue and I can disengage.
Oh, you got. Oh, you
But I
found me
don't
out.
have bonus action.
Found me out. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Bestie, I played Warlocks more.
So then you're just ending your turn here?
Yep.
All right then. That then immediately makes it the Sentinel's turn. The Sentinel, realizes that you can also just vault over this blunt-edged swing. So he switches back to the sharp edge and brings it down on you at a different angle, hoping that'll change something. Currently, and this will change. Not really, no, but roll to hit, and then I need a dex save. Never mind, it's a nat 1. He fucking drops the sword as he brings it down. You see the statue idiotically is bringing the sword down, almost as if to cut your ears, and then you see as he looks over to see a guard on the battlement, and his hands slip. The sword goes flying out of his hands straight through the prison wall, leaving a massive gash, and the statue just kind of looks at you dumbfounded with like his hands empty as if though he is still holding it, and he just looks at you for a moment, wordlessly, of course. It's a bunch of stone, but again, defying everything, you seem to have given this stone emotions, and it now just has a look of pure embarrassment on its face as it now no longer has a weapon in its hands.
Good job, dipshit.
It just stares at you, mouth agape, not really knowing what to do, and then shamefully, it begins moving toward the wall in order to maybe see where its broadsword went. This is a
Hey,
perfect...
Sentinel, do you need any job?
It does not respond as its loud footsteps make it unable to hear you. However, with you distracted, the guard senses the perfect opportunity to attempt to shoot you again and moves over so that you're not hidden by the large man moving about, and takes another shot at you with the with his bow. And let me do 20.
Where he just does that fucking move, just the...
Does a... I forgot to pull up his stat block. I'm pretty sure it's +1.
What is on the dice?
13 Plus
Does he have a
one.
police +2?
14. No, he's a +1. 14. So,
Okay, then
no,
no.
that's one under. He just barely grazes you with this one, as he's a little more focused now, firing in an attempt to hit you. But the bag is a dud, and it just smacks you in the face with a punk. Not really dealing damage, but it's just like a mild pain, an inconvenience even. It just punk, and lands on the ground with the fletchings up. At this point, the guard just looks at this, looks at the sentinel, having thrown its sword through the wall, throws the bow down, throws his quiver down, and he goes, fuck this, I'm not giving this shit, put on my resume, I'm out. And you see as he just vaults over the battlement wall on the outside of the prison and just begins to walk away. You don't know where he's gone, but he's not dead. He's just gone.
Alright.
That's good.
Uh,
Fine, yeah.
So,
Guys, do I?
hint, hint, this is a great time to run.
Yeah, but
It is your
there's
turn
also
now.
the possibility there might be stuff inside that we didn't check. And I really want to
Be
check.
silly.
Alone?
Are you kidding me?
I feel like I can
it's a
outrun this guy.
Lepori. It's a Lepori
I-
thing, though.
We
I
went
feel
through
like we-
the wall
I'm
the
going
roof.
to tell you this. No, there's not. You didn't miss
Okay,
anything.
but what about in the kitchen?
It was food. It was not anything good.
Yeah.
What if the
Yeah,
old
I'm
lady's still
hungry.
there?
We
What if
need
we
to worry
feel
about.
Alright.
Nothing
before
worth
just
it.
I
for
want the old
flavor,
lady on the team.
It's gonna just
We
fucking,
got
like,
everything we needed.
he's just gonna run up the back of the sentinel, basically just do a backflip off of it and go over the wall and land. Just for extra flavor.
Oh God! Roll acrobatics.
Okay.
And shoot cocky.
28.
That one.
Fucking-
Listen, I have expertise in acrobatics and I will be getting more.
How do you get? Oh God!
No, I get more I get at level 6, I get more
Expertise. I was gonna say, I was
Jesus
scared.
Christ.
I was gonna cry if you meant
You-
expertise.
I'm thinking about
like, you
plus
can't-
10
that's
sleight of
weird.
hand.
Needing to give this statue more unnatural, unbounding rage, you run towards the back of it as it leans down to look through the hole it made in the wall, running off the back of it ever so gracefully. I was going to say, you don't even alert it until you pat its head, where it begins to look up, and since it's made of stone, it turns its head 360 degrees, placing a foot onto its nose. You jump off, flipping
Two-fingered
over.
salute as I'm going backwards.
Two-fingered salute as it watches you fly off, and you land outside of the walls. Are you going around and meeting up with everybody?
Yeah. I basically just like do that. Ah shit, there's no one here. And then just like walk around to wherever the people are.
Yeah, no, the other guard is just gone at this point. You don't know where he is. He either went back inside or died, and frankly, I don't think you care, do you?
And then
Let
I
me...
go back to the group and go, hello, I'm back.
Let me... I
I saw something.
gotta change the, hold on, I gotta change the ambience here.
I saw something terrifying.
You all, having
Terrifying.
just escaped prison. I assume you're going to put some distance between yourselves and the prison, right? Yeah.
Bit.
Where you want to move, guys?
A little bit.
Putting some distance
Moving.
between yourself and the now, well, basically destroyed prison. The warden's dead. The guards are, well, some of the guards are dead. 2 of the guards weren't even actual guards, and one of them is just gone off to who fucking knows where. You all make your way back to the colony of purple mushrooms that wasn't too far from the prison. Lepori and Tempest would have known the way to get there, and the reason you make it there is because, well, it's the only thing in this dark place that has any kind of light. There's no other light sources that aren't the prison's light cantrips that are slowly dimming as you watch the prison basically go dark in the distance. But the only light you seem to be able to see is by the puff shrooms that you all fell onto after after you were taken down here. And it finally occurs to you in this moment that not only to a couple of you, you had no clue where you're going. You all, even natives of Renovamen, you have no idea where you are. This place is not on any map.
Native, period.
You don't know. Well, okay, you wouldn't know anyway. You're a week old.
Where am I?
Would I know,
Laborious-
considering I'm like eons old?
Even you don't know of this place.
That's
You
This is incredible.
have no clue of where this dark place might be. You've seen some dark places in your time, Concordia, but never a place like this. The darkness seems to expand on for miles around you, and all you have to work with is these purple mushrooms. And there's one other thing that you all notice, and it's pretty obvious. It's the tracks leading from there to the prison. Seemingly, these tracks are fresh, having been made by the cart that fell from the well, looking up, you can see the hole in the top of the surface. It's very far up, at least 1,000 feet above you, and the light is coming from this hole into the puff shrooms. It seems that these puff shrooms are only able to grow in the light, and since there's not a lot down here, they're all concentrated in this one big area, and all you can see out in front of you is just, well, inky darkness. I can't really stress it enough. You all may take a long rest here if you so choose. Devise a plan.
You know what else is down? AO3. I'm
Choose
crying.
long rest.
Again?
Again!
This is so sad.
Jeez.
That's great.
How will I read my Sourcin and Chiro fanfics now?
How will I read my over 100
Pardon
tabs
me?
of fanfiction?
How will I read?
True.
That's so real.
I can read.
How will I read?
That's
I
so
agree.
real. Man.
Man.
So,
go on.
hole above us, darkness around us.
Yep, hole of light above us, darkness around you. The only thing you can see is the prison in the distance, slowly dimming since the people who cast the light cantrips are now dying or dead.
Man. Well,
So now what do we do?
sleep. Apparently.
Okay.
Take a nap, I guess.
I won't go bed.
Glory just falls over asleep.
Concordia,
quick
like,
nap here.
kind of rubbing the fucking bullet holes in her head. She's like, I think we could do with a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
Damage.
I love resting.
Do you at least take the bullets out?
You see Concordia now, like, kind of tap the back of her head and these two little, like, metal scraps fall out, like, ah, there we go.
Squid get.
These little...
Okay.
You know what? Do you, Panda?
I'm asleep. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Laporte's
Just on the
asleep.
cold stone
You.
floor.
Where's the sleep?
Are you all...
Yeah.
Are we all long resting?
Long rest.
Yeah.
Give me my 4 hours
Yeah,
again. I'll be
I
done in a
guess.
bit.
Alright, well, not everybody can do this in 4 hours, Tempest. And like I said
I do it in
before,
6.
time is strange to you down here, but I will count any time we explicitly say we're long resting for 8 hours or doing something for a certain amount of hours. Otherwise, your concept of time is here is screwed. But you do see as slowly, as your 8 hours come to a close, you see the light coming
My
from
4
the...
hours of consciousness.
Well, you're taking watch, I
6.
assume, after, you know, sleeping.
I'm always
quote-unquote
conscious while I
sleeping.
long rest.
True.
I am too.
Yeah, Faith and like Tempest are always up.
You notice as you're all up, you seem to hear this as almost as if something is moving in the darkness. These various amounts of pattering feet on the ground. You can't really make out what they are. You can't even make out what creature is in the darkness, but the distinct ticking sound of this many feet moving along the
Mysterious ticking noise.
the-
Sorry.
the stone
Snape.
is very
Snape.
obvious to you.
Yeah,
Oh
Chris.
God.
Snape.
No.
Snape. Cerberus.
You don't ever
Sorry.
you don't ever see what is making these sounds, as it never really approaches you, but you hear this sound go around and around you, almost as if though it's encircling you, not trying to reveal itself to you, but checking out what you are.
Are we awake at this?
This happened. This happened
yeah.
before
Like-
you and. Does Concordia need to sleep?
I mean,
Question of the century.
Do you have any
centuries.
other things, or you just have long rest?
Let me take a look because I'm
That- 'cause
actually
It'll-
unsure.
It'll
Then,
be
like,
like a little
features.
tidbit
I'm
thing.
opening my
Yeah.
sheet.
Let's say how long.
Pipe down. Let's have a look.
It might be based on your. It might be based on your race.
Well, yeah,
It
that's what I
is.
was asking, because I don't know how tieflings work in
So
depth.
then I don't think so.
Oh,
No, they
tieflings?
don't. They don't. No, they're long rest. They're
Yeah,
8-hour
they need
people.
long
8
rest.
hours? Okay.
I've played
there's
so-
tieflings a lot.
There's nothing in the sub race, that changes it. So
Yeah.
Concordia and Lepori don't hear this, but this occurs shortly before you and Faith both finish this. This creature is seemingly encircling you. It does this for about 10 minutes, and you don't
Something like that.
hear it. You don't
As
see
long
it.
as it leaves us alone. Concordia and Lepori finally need to get
Someone
that.
doesn't touch me. It's okay.
You don't see it do anything, but Lepori kind of tosses in his sleep a little bit, making a small noise. And as soon as this noise is made, after the silence of you all sitting there is broken, the scuttering stops, and then you hear it move away distantly. The creature was checking you out seemingly, but it didn't make any moves. And before everybody awakens fully, Faith, you have a strange, odd dream. A dream I've been
Strange.
meaning
Strange.
to get to you
Meaning.
about.
Meaning.
You
space
have
dream.
Meaning.
what? Meaning,
I mean,
meaning.
I wouldn't
Shut
be
up.
dreaming. It would be like, be dream-esque.
Yeah,
To everyone-
So it's not really a
not
dream.
considered dreaming.
It's daydreaming. It's daydreaming.
To everyone
Because you're
around,
kind of just like in a trance.
to everyone around you, you look as if though you're doing your normal sleeping ritual, whatever that might be. But to you, in your sleep, you've awoken in this bright white room with a
In
bright
your
white
trance.
table with a bright white chair you're sitting in. And you remember this room. You were in this room not too long ago when the god of Renovamen removed your clerisy from you and gave you the opportunity to take an oath under them as a paladin. Speaking of this, the god of Renovamen themselves walk into the room. We remember this, the god of Renovamen, a bright golden figure with these large angel wings on their back. I'm not stalling for time as I go and try to find their image. Wearing this golden...
It's in Pantheon.
Yeah, I know. I was looking for it. With this dark, hidden face, only their eyes visible, this long, yellow, white, wispy hair, and the main thing about them, other than the fact that their entire body seems to be made of this wispy hair and they have no legs, is a golden breastplate on them. And as the god of Renovamen seemingly just enters the room through the wall, you watch as they grab a chair out of the wall, seemingly, and despite having no legs, places it in front of the table, sits down,
You're going for a Captain America. Sit down.
elbows on the table, and simply asks you, "What the fuck?"
Part of me that just there's two wolves inside me, and one of them wants something I don't want to do because it will make it worse.
me when God is like, "What the fuck, Richard?"
Faith, could you remind me, you were Oath of the Crown, no?
I was Oath of the Crown, correct?
Don't say was just yet.
You can.
The
I
god-
Pinned it. I didn't pin it, but it's in there
The god has
in my journal.
left you with just this open-ended question: what the fuck?
What the fuck? What?
Don't what the fuck what me? I gave you very clear guidelines as to what I wanted you to do, how I wanted you to be. And you've managed to break every single one of them in, like, a week. This
I
is a
wouldn't say
record.
all of them. I kept the second one. I'm still loyal.
I don't fucking care. You broke them.
But you're lying to yourself.
I'm sorry, who is the
And
deity
me.
here? Who's the
That
one
depends
that
on
controls your magical abilities, your ties to me? I don't normally get like this with people, but frankly, this is just Oh, hey, other deities, I'm opening up a paladinship program for the first time in like 10,000 years. Here's my paladin, and then they go and break 3 of their core fucking tenets in a week. Are you dense?
That's something saying from you knowing who I am.
Not answering my question. Are you dense? Did you...
Are we talking metaphorically dense, or are we talking
Oh my god.
this
you
head is
are-
literally dense?
You are actually this dense. Oh my god. You have not only broken the law by breaking out of jail before you were released, you've killed a bunch
For
of
something I didn't do, by the way.
You didn't do. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention the, like, 11 murders? Since I granted you paladinship? Did I forget to mention that you're not exactly fulfilling your duties and obligations by breaking the Eversnow, a historical monument? I'm sorry. Did I...
Also, not just me. That's not a one... You're making it seem like this is a one-person job here.
I'm sorry, do the rest of your group have paladinship? Or is it just, am I going crazy? Like, I don't need
Could
to
be.
care about them. I made this promise with you. I personally allowed you a second chance at life, and you have forsaken it almost immediately. I gave you simple terms. Don't fucking murder people. Be loyal, which technically, yes, you have done. You could have left Lepori dying on the ground to fall into molten gold and forever be immortalized in that horrible statue, but you didn't. Courage is questionable, and you've definitely not been entirely responsible in your holy mission to kill Mortiferum. I don't think I exaggerate when I say...
Don't even think you mentioned that one. That one is just a little snip-on you added.
The god of Renovamen looks at you with this tired face. You're shocked that a god could even be tired. Was it not fucking implied? Genuinely, was it not implied? I'm not the greatest at getting across my messages. It's why a lot of my followers tend to go a little crazy. I give them these vague messages, and I really have to do better with that. That is, frankly, maybe my fault.
Maybe you do. Maybe that answers some questions.
It is a question. You still murdered 11 people! Probably more. I stopped keeping track after the,
Who's
third.
counting? I'm
Me!
not counting.
I was. Listen. I am not here to... frankly, I'd revoke your paladinship right now if I wasn't feeling so generous, and if the fact was that you weren't the only paladin I have right now, the only one I've accepted in the past, I don't know, did I mention this before? 10,000 years? So, I'm very serious when I say that you are on thin ice. You have one more chance. If I even see another murder, another act of cowardice, another breakage of your responsibilities, I will smite you into another plane. I will send you to the deepest circles of hell for forsaking me. Am I clear?
God, you are still the same fucking way you were.
Great, glad we're on the same page. And she picks up her chair, smashes it over your head, and you just, as if though awoken by a nightmare, right back into your body, as if though you've just had a very strange nightmare. And you do remember the important bits, how God said they were going to send you to the deepest circle of hell, but you can't quite exactly place why your head kind of hurts now. You're not even sure how your head is supposed to hurt your robot. And as you come to this realization, this pain
Ford is
slowly
not.
fades.
Faze is starting to touch his like back of his head. He's like, "Why is there?
What is that?
That's not normal."
But as you all slowly awaken, Faith especially violently from this horrible dream they just had, you all awaken back to the cave, now getting ever so slightly darker as sunset rises over whatever surface world that you just came from, assuming, though I imagine you all know it was the realm of Renovamen. It seems as if the sun is setting in the realm of Renovamen, and you all notices the cave is getting significantly darker because of this.
Hi, good morning. How's everyone doing this morning?
Just fine.
What is it like? Dim light and dark, or like darkness in this cave zombie at the moment?
It is dim light currently, and in the next
Cool.
probably half hour, it will become darkness completely.
I don't know. I had a weird dream. I thought I didn't exist. I turned invisible.
Yeah?
Yeah, you just say I had a weird dream. I thought I didn't exist, and then goes invisible. Using one with the shadows.
Alright, Ori.
Do we do anything else while we're sitting here?
I mean, we gotta figure out a way out of here. Anybody got any ideas?
I mean, we have obviously the way we got in, but what else do we have?
The darkness around us that has something in it.
Oh, there's something around.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Lepori made noise and it left, but...
Okay, a duckfish only goes out 60 feet.
Looking
Yeah.
Yeah.
looking 60 feet into the darkness, it's just more darkness at the end of it. You can't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
This is all
otherwise you
darkness.
should have said something earlier, Zombie.
How
You know
how-
more than any of us do.
how high up is it? Did you say zombie?
At least 1,000 feet. You can't really gauge
Okay.
it. You can't jump up there.
Fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to walk through. Man. Bells.
You can always
Bells.
just pick a direction.
Hey, if we could get like how one person up there, I could give them enough rope we need.
I
I
have.
don't know how we're gonna get somebody up there.
You do not have 1,000 feet of
Hey,
rope.
zombie,
on
you know that one magic trick that you pull a
no.
handkerchief out and then it keeps coming?
Damn it, are you
Can I
gonna
use party gag to basically just pull out
Remind me
1,000
what
feet
party
of
gag's
tied
range
together
is
The
handkerchief?
again.
rope jag.
Huh?
What's Party Gag's range again?
What?
5 feet? But each handkerchief is 5 feet.
I'm. If you do get up there, we'll figure it out then. If you can clear that distance,
We'll see.
Yeah,
Fucking-
if we can get somebody up there, yeah.
I will
Yeah.
remind you all as you think of that. You do remember when the cart came falling from this incredible height, not only did it fall fast, but when it landed on the puff shrooms, it just kind of poof, and broke their fall rather than bouncing them. So the puff shrooms definitely won't be a way to get up there.
Okay, good. I wasn't considering them.
I'm thinking about it.
I know some of you were.
Who was some? Who was thinking about the mushrooms?
I was.
Cedar.
Oh,
Ford is silent. Not Ford. Faith is silent right now. Faith is just contemplating.
Is it
This
like,
is
is the
normal.
cliff wall just like flat kind of thing?
You can't see
Is it
the
like a...
Oh, wait,
yeah,
no, actually,
true.
this one is the closest to the cliff wall. The cliff wall... Shut up, me. The cliff wall
If you look on
is
the cliff wall,
incredibly
Cliff
jagged
wall.
and goes up for miles. There is smooth spots seemingly near where the mushrooms are, as if though people smoothed them out closer to where the mushrooms landing spot was so that people wouldn't pierce their heads if they bounced into it. Just, maybe slight brain damage from it, but it's where around the mushrooms it's too tall to like climb up near them, but there are jagged portions of it.
But
Even
if I had
then-
like, I don't know, 2 climbing pittons, I could probably get up.
you could, but I warn
At
you,
this point, I just want us to get up there
I
just to...
warn you, it would take literal multiple days for you to climb back up there. It's
Not
a,
if I jump.
Then you start jumping.
Use the force of
you
catching
are
on,
at
then swing
bare
myself up.
minimum 1,000 feet underground.
Yeah. Skill issue.
Maybe we should just try to... I don't think we can get 1,000 that fast. And we are on a time limit, and we in fact do not fully know how long it's been. Because we don't know how accurate that timer is.
Hey guys,
But we
D8
also
or
don't know that
D12?
in game. Yeah, there's just a timer in the bottom of our screen at all time. Yeah.
Bottom of our eyeball.
Hey guys, D8
if
or
only-
D12?
D8.
Okay, hold on. I have to.
Yeah, if only I had gone with the thief subclass, I would have had climbing speed.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
No.
If only. Terrifying.
Choosing a direction and going isn't ever a bad idea.
Shut
You're a
up!
bitch. We're
Just
thinking.
saying.
Let's go up.
Yeah, that's my favorite direction.
Whoa.
Double down. Let's go down further.
Start flying off to heaven.
Let me just start digging.
Faith gets raptured.
I get sent to the rapture. I've already been sent to the rapture. It's okay.
Honestly, our best bet is just walking, though.
Yeah, I know.
If-
Has anybody got any light spells?
I can make minor illusion and make good light.
I have dancing lights. I do.
Yeah!
You're dancing.
I
Not only are we going to be able to
Somebody-
see, but our sight is going to be funky.
What?
Funky
It's
fresh.
dancing lights.
What?
I don't know. It's dancing lights. They're
It's funky
dancing.
fresh.
They're like
So
glowy little
They're
orbs.
dancing and they're like.
Yeah, do you know what dancing lights is?
yeah, they dance. I mean, I don't know. It seems pretty self-explanatory. Sorry. Anyways,
Yeah.
with this being a map of a place you don't understand, I will give you all some options here. You can tell me just a cardinal direction: north, south, east, west, southwest, southeast, whichever one.
Can I tell you a cardinal sin instead?
No.
Lust, anyway.
You can tell me a direction you want to go in, and
Lust.
I will send you in that direction. Or we can use the puff shroom colonies as points of interest, or points of
What
reference
about the
for where
points
we
of
want to
interest
go.
to then go to the points of interest?
Well, the points of interest are not on your map yet because you don't have a map of this place.
No
But
maps.
we know exactly where the mushroom.
You do know where the mushroom.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's me. I've got a sense for
Well,
mushrooms.
the mushroom colonies also
It's a
are
tiny
a
sense.
beam of light. There is beams of light coming down
zombie,
on
it's
them.
just because I'm here, you know, mushroom.
Ah, the mushroom sense. But also, as for a genuine reason as to why you'd know where they are, every single puff shroom colony is accompanied by, in the daytime on the surface, a beam of light just shooting down into the depths to give the
Cool,
mushroom
good
sunlight
know,
to grow.
Good to know. I think Concordia should choose where we go. Concordia has the lights.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Concordia.
Okay. I think Southwest has died.
Yeah? Sounds good.
Never.
Agreeable
Wait, is
idea.
east on the left or right side?
East or west?
North, east,
West.
southwest.
That's
Zombie,
west.
zombie. I want you to think about a map of America. You know which coast you live on?
Never eat soggy
Oh, I'm on the
waffles.
west coast. Oh, okay. All right. So we are heading.
You're on the East Coast!
Hey,
Fuck!
zombie, what does EST stand for? Hey, zombie, what the
Fuckers
fuck?
never eat soggy waffles, dude.
He's still
You're on the West
Never
Coast.
eat
I have
soggy
no
waffles.
brain. I have no brain.
You really said you're on the West Coast. No. No.
Really just said that to me.
I will
Where
say,
Kiwi and Wayne are.
since I don't have a version of the
Human
map
rights.
without the without all of the point, like
Wait.
with only one of the points, southwest is where the prison is.
Okay.
Where the
Fun.
fuck are we?
You're right up
That
by
little
the.
red dot.
You see the purple puff shroom circle in the corner. You're next to it. It's the one that Darius and the gang bought you in on. When you all fell in and landed on the puff shrooms, breaking your fall. But southwest is the direction of the prison. Do you want to just go around that and keep going?
Is there a light room?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. No.
The depths of
No.
Renovamen.
Shut up. No.
They're green screen room.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean a green screen? Do you all want to go southwest and just go around the prison, avoiding it?
I guess.
We're just gonna follow wherever.
Everybody else?
I
The fuck
guess
does
so.
not have dark vision, so it's just gonna be like.
Oh yeah, Laporte's
I don't
complete.
even know if I do. Don't even
Concordia.
know if I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I I don't.
Walking for quite a while as you kind of go around the prison. You're not quite sure how else you were going to go southwest without going around it. You can even hear the statue stepping around outside, and even as you get further away from the prison, you swear you can almost hear this roar erupt from a couple 100 feet behind you, seemingly the statue just roaring in anger, not being able to find you. Moving further into the cave. Who all has dark vision?
I do.
Concordia, not Faith,
I don't think Warforged do.
and Tempest. So then that also begs another question. Does dancing lights have a 60 feet radius they light up?
Let me go check. It's like, does the light cast out in a 60-foot radius?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Each light, which there are like 4, I can move around individually. Each light is a 10-foot radius. I can move them up to 60 feet away from me, though, so I can like scan the area with them.
All right. Are you doing this like periodically as you all go throughout the cave?
Yeah.
As you move your lights around, eventually your lights bump into this group of dwarves walking by. They have these sets of pickaxes on them, the typical little hard hats with seemingly lanterns hanging right in front of them to see in front of them. They're not on currently, but they're all holding these pickaxes. And as your lights come towards their face, there's about 4 of them. They go, get the bloody lot out my face. Fuck, I'll be right back.
He got flashbanged. In real life.
This is a good time, because Panda, I need you to do a little tiny thing for me. Because I'm better at putting this into words. I'm talking to an IRL about D&D stuff, and they want like a brief summary of like how ID&DK works as a world with all of like the people from different times and whatnot.
Oh.
They're just interested, that's all. I'm
Need
just
the Panda explanation.
struggling to find a way to put it.
The best way to describe it is a library has books from all the time about different stories. The world of ID&DK is the library.
Right, okay.
And every character is a story that has
Look out.
now become one big story kind of thing.
Sorry, what?
Don't
Sorry
worry.
about it.
Well, I don't know where Sunny went. Sunny said
Sunny
BRB,
said
but
BRB.
then left VC.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but Sunny usually doesn't leave VC.
I gotta go
so
do
we'll
something.
leave
Oh, is that
Oh.
what Sunny said?
Well, I just said BRB.
Oh.
Usually.
Okay.
Maybe happening.
These lights hit these dwarves in the face, and they react negatively to them with, get that bloody light out my face! Who's doing that? The dwarf can't see because of these lights, but the other dwarves kind of crowd around him for a moment and then look toward the group of you since, well, no, they actually wouldn't be able. Dwarves don't have dark vision, do they?
I go invisible.
They dwarves do have dark vision, I believe.
Hold on.
How do they see in their caves?
True. Hold on.
Counter offer, not lanterns.
Well, you know, some stuff.
Dwarfs, in fact, do have dog vision.
Okay.
A lot of races have dark vision.
Well, you know,
apart from like the select few.
sometimes you gotta.
Like
Yeah.
me.
The other three
I just-
dwarves see
Panda.
that they're the main guy is being blinded by these lights, and one of them motions to Concordia. Lass, are you the one blinded, my friend here? Could you just move the lights little ways away?
Oh, sure. Yeah, she's gonna pull them back slightly.
Thank you. Sorry, my brother just jump scared me. Thank you, lass. I don't think I've seen a group of you around here before.
Well, we are new to this place.
They're new in town.
I mean, you don't see a lot of people who are dwarves down here is what I'm getting at. The other two dwarves who aren't currently rubbing their eyes from the blinding of the light, kind of both nod and agree and look at each other. Yeah. Where are you from? You know, I don't think I've seen you around here. Don't usually get a bunny rabbit, blue elf, tiefling, and well, okay, no, we do get robots down here every now and again, but that's.
Okay, well,
that's
I'll
because
give
we
you
build
that
them.
one. That's at least you're not Darius races. That's fine.
Well, lad, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying we build them sometimes, you know. Helps out a bit, you know, with lots of monsters
No,
that
we're
are
not.
down here.
I just realized something. I won't say it yet.
Listen, I'm sorry if it was a bad question.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Well, listen, you didn't happen to say big deposit of calcite anywhere, did ya? We need it for forge, and we've been looking for fucking days.
I mean, not that
you wanna-
I can
Does
remember.
everybody want to roll a nature
Can't
check
say.
to see?
We
I can roll a
haven't
nature
seen
check.
anything so
Sure.
far.
Panda, you want a nature check?
Lepori had no reason to look for that.
Fair
He
enough.
doesn't even know what calcite is.
True.
Or he's just in the dark,
Not
hidden,
gonna-
invisible. I'm just kind of confused.
Nature, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 15.
I got a 23.
Okay.
Faith, you saw some white rocks a little ways back, kind of surrounding the prison, and
Could be diorite.
Concordia. There were a couple of calcite deposits kind of around the prison. You didn't really take much notice of them, but now that these dwarves are mentioning this specific mineral, they're you know, you remember these deposits around the prison, and
You know, now that you mention it, I do remember seeing some calcite deposits not too far back.
Oh, which way?
You know the direction of that prison from here?
Oh, we don't go into the dens of caves territory. The prison, it said to be housing 4 really dangerous criminals right now. We don't want to mess with that. Especially if it's on
Yeah.
prison property. You know, it's a dangerous gambit. But I appreciate the,
What exactly do you think of these criminals, huh?
Oh, I don't really care. The news was just going on and on about the depths are gaining relevance again because we've jailed a couple people. Frankly, I think it's just a bunch of news just trying to circulate
Well,
news. I don't really
If I
care.
told you that these criminals are no longer of your concern, would you be okay
I
going to get
didn't
this
really
calcite?
care in the first place.
Oh, good. They're nothing to worry about.
Alright, I
No
mean,
problem.
usually
Not at all.
that's not the case if you get put in an underground prison, but again, don't really care in the first place. Listen, you lost. You
Bitch.
all
I'd say
look a little
that's an
lost.
accurate summary.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm,
you're
bit lost.
throwing a bunch of dancing lights around the place. I mean, you're scanning your surroundings. Most people know the way to each colony by, well, colonies are going dark in a bit, but it doesn't matter. You look lost. Are you trying to get somewhere in particular?
I suppose
out.
just out of
Out?
here will do.
1 sec.
Well, you're going to need to go to Steelixon for that, and judging by the size of you, you're not going to be able to fit in the elevators.
And why not?
Lad, you're twice my size.
So it's a dwarven place.
Duh.
I'm sure things can be arranged.
Sure, lass, whatever you think. Are you looking for, well, the town in the first place? I mean,
And that would be fault.
alright, well, you see, he points in a direction far off that way, as his two buddies, you know, are like consoling their friend, taking off his, or turning his helmet around to get the lantern out of his face. Clearly these dwarves don't see a lot of light and try to avoid the puffshroom column, so it's blinded this dwarf for a considerably longer amount of time. The dwarf that's talking to you, though, points farther in the direction, kind of past this dimming mushroom colony, and you can see very far in the distance. It's a far trek, but really far off in the distance, you can see that there's a small glimmer of an orange light. It's very unnatural light. It's not light created by the sun, but a very unnatural light, very far away in the distance. Well, you just head that way, and then you'd make it. I mean, it's not too hard. Like, you just go towards the orange light. But with your size, I don't know if the elevator will crumble under you. And not to mention the pass for foreigners is quite hefty.
That's fair. Thank you very kindly for your
No
information.
problem. Listen, we're off to go do our mining business. Jeffrey? Jeffrey turns up, the one being blinded by the light, kind of like blinks a couple times, looking like he just got out of bed. Yeah, we're off now again. I just had to guide these foreigners to Steelixon. Oh, don't guide them to Steelixon. Well, where the hell else am I supposed to guide them? That is a good point, actually. Yeah, I thought so. And the four of them begin to all walk off after having this. Oh,
Before they take off, the one who was talking to us, I just want to kind of like try to get their attention. Be like, so you got a name, pal?
shut up. Shut that.
Dwarf name generator.
Just shut up.
Dwarf name generator 5e.
I'm Jug.
Could you repeat that?
Jug.
Just like-
Jogg. It's not that hard
Alright.
to say.
Apologies.
No
Thank you very
worries.
much.
No worries. We should be off now, though. Both will have our heads if we don't get stuff for the left forge in the next few days. We'll be off.
Goodbye.
Though. Who said that?
Oh, Lepore. Don't worry about them.
Where's the rabbit I just saw a moment ago? He stands.
Is Lepore invisible at this point?
Still invisible.
Lepore was visible for a short moment before disappearing, and that's why this dwarf mentioned a bunny rabbit, but now they cannot see this bunny rabbit. What? I'm sure it's just the dark playing a trick on me. Well, listen, if you do, hear strange stuff in the cave like that, firstly, don't go towards any strange voices. That's a bad one. We've been having a bit of a problem with a bunch of doppelgangers. It's horrible. I don't even know why they come down here. There's also the cave centipedes, but they're nothing. They're skittish. Anyone knows and they'll run off. That is unless they circle you. Then they're not good. Anyhow, though, we should be off, though, really. I think it's, good luck, lad.
Yes, you too.
The dwarf nods, pulls his hat down in a show of respect to you, and then takes his friend, and they move off to go find some calcite. Likely down. They walk past you, in front of you, in away. They don't go towards the prison like you suggested. So with that, where are we headed now? I just realized Cedar is not there.
Cedar's, I don't know. Honey's mic was glitching, so his restart locked.
Oh, that's why.
Shall we perhaps wait for a bit for the rest of our party members to be with us?
I think that is
Okay.
a good idea. Also gives me a chance
So-
to check this chair.
Lepore, you got any questions for me?
I fucking do. So you said about like you like I take kind of one who loves money and kind of does shit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's I trust. Like, so what's your end goal?
Well, unlike the rest of you, my end goal is the fight itself, not necessarily the reward.
Ah, you want to kill?
Which does mean, Lepore, you do get my share.
Fuck yeah!
I
Ah, someday I've been
inflict as
happier.
much.
And
Chances are I won't need it after we're done.
Oh, interesting. What does that mean? What? Wait a second. Now, what? Why would you say that?
Oh, well, like I said not too long ago, I've got a score to settle with this guy. After that,
Oh.
I'm pretty much done here.
Hmm. As in, oh, did you come from a different island as well, like me and Tempest?
I suppose you could say that. Certainly different from
Good.
current Renovamen.
What the fuck does that mean? Why is Faith so uppity about it?
it was a different time.
Like,
Yeah, Faith.
2
why
years
are
ago?
What the fuck do you
or-
mean by uppity?
Why
It's
are
like-
you so
What is
uppity
that
about it,
word?
Faith?
yeah, like I was here like maybe a year or two ago. I can't
What
remember.
does
how
that
long.
even mean? What is that
Uppity-
term?
Anxious or like jumping at the
Oh, my
gun.
mic's dead.
Damn.
Rip.
Nice.
At least you got a backup.
I'm on my phone, zombie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Check
That's
if
the
your
phone.
F4 key is pressed. That's usually a mic mute button for me.
No, that's
No,
just you.
no,
Why?
I checked.
Okay.
It's okay. Now you just get me on my phone.
That's
Get
okay.
free Sunny. Anyway, you go.
Well, at least you got
Sunny
something.
D.
At least you got something. I'm trying to screw this screw back in my
I
chair.
saw that.
Are we?
Anyway,
are
what
we-
do you mean by like different? Like, wait, how many years we talking?
Wait, what did I miss?
The party are talking, and Concordia said, "After this, I'm gonna be done." Which the is, what the fuck does that mean?
They also
And like,
talked.
you put different place.
Man, y'all
They
did
also-
roleplay while I was dealing with issues? What
Well,
the
yes,
fuck?
we had to wait for
They
you.
also-
We can
Continue
wait for
now you're
you.
back.
They
Yeah, we can wait.
also-
That's why I'm trying to continue.
They also talked to a bunch of dwarves who pointed them in the direction of Steelix, and that also happened while you were gone. Sorry about that.
Lixon lives on.
No.
That is-
Wow.
Anyway, welcome back, Tempest. Anyway, what were you talking about? Like, okay, so to catch you up, Tempest. Apparently, these two motherfuckers. Wow. I just look at Faith. Well, I know
Don't look at
that.
me, that's weird.
I'm gonna look at you. I just like look at you harder. Like I just like. These two
Listen, like,
motherfuckers
professional.
seemingly know some shit about like the past for Renovamen instead of like different place. You and I came from a different place, and then like, and this one here, Concordia, was like, oh, I've gone for a different kind of place or different time. I don't know what it was. My brain's a bit confused after a lot of. I think I have multiple head injuries. Yeah, I'm kind of just curious what the fuck they mean by that. You wanna share?
Oh, I mean,
That's
I've been around Renovamen for longer than most.
Are you God? Because I've seen a lot of demons and gods before, but like usually they have some
I
sort of
can be sure to
pressure,
tell you
but-
that's not true.
Well, like it's more just the fact that like implying that you've been here longer than most. When people like were born kind of here and came here, that means like you're here before time or whatever. You God?
Not quite.
What the fuck does that mean? Are you? Oh, we've already said more. More? Is that you?
No, it's just fun being cryptic.
Oh boy.
Ah,
If you want a straight answer, I'm just
It's fun being.
Oh, sorry, Faith, you got something to say.
It's like we've been over this, Lepori. I, out of anyone here, can confirm to you that is not God.
we have not been over this shit. What are you talking about? I think you're going insane. We have never talked
We
about
haven't been
this
over
stuff
this like
before.
once.
No, there
Oh
wasn't.
no, because you. Oh, you know, sorry. I thought you were dead at the time.
Yeah, I'm dead. I've seen God. I haven't. Oh dear. I saw like this big
Yeah,
tower
I've
or
seen
whatever,
God.
but
You weren't
Yeah.
even dead that long.
yeah, I just like climbed
Listen,
halfway up the
I
tower
hate
and then it
to
was
do
like,
this, but keep going. I have to go clean my house. I'll be back.
I hate
Well-
to do this currently role-playing players. I'm gonna have to ask you to roleplay.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I've seen a deific being. I think maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, what
Not
we're talking about.
exactly a
I wouldn't-
deity, but I got similar qualities.
I wouldn't call
Oh,
her a deity.
what the fuck does that mean?
I wouldn't call it that either.
I don't know. I'd worship her.
I'm fucking stupid. Like, cryptic's nice. I'm fucking sorry.
There's a reason I wasn't afraid of the whole being shot in the head thing back in prison.
Because you're a god?
No, but I can't die.
Because you're a demigod. Huh? You can die?
Not
Oh,
forever.
wait, no,
at
that was
least.
just that.
Let's
I was
start.
just- We've been in
Please don't
session.
look, I need to.
The day I like apparently died, I wasn't allowed to die because it was like the same day or something. So Moz said I couldn't die. That's why I came back. Probably, I don't know.
Well, you know who we're going after, Mortiferum. He's
Yeah.
a lich, right?
Yeah, the Nick.
The whole thing is that he raises undeads.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not a lick.
Are
But
you
it, I
his
was
daughter?
not quite. I was as successful as
Whoa, okay.
Oh, cool.
I've-
We're just like goes up, boop, 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 just like poking you tiny lightly on the arm.
I've been through
Wait, that's not.
a lot of magic to make sure people don't figure it out, because you know what, with Mortiferum's legacy, people don't tend to like the undead around here.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is
yeah,
your
people
no?
around here don't like a lot of things.
Can I say is your
True.
so
Undead or the living
you're
dead, to be
not
fair.
you're not related bloodline, correct?
No, we come from very different families.
Okay. What a is your estranged creator alive at the current moment?
Well, if he weren't, I wouldn't be here, so...
Fuck,
That's
guys.
foreboding.
I think Mortiferum's alive.
Wow.
I know we were
You
like.
don't say. You don't
I know we were
say.
almost certainly like, oh, yeah, he's alive. We haven't got any proper proof. So now he's got like official proof.
We've gotten a lot of proof.
Yeah, but it's not like official, like
And
something
a lot
with.
of proof.
There have
We
been
talked
reasons.
to another dragon.
Fucking
you
I don't
didn't.
trust dragons. Oh, yeah, what? Fucking dragons? That's crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room with fireballs. And it's awesome. It's also
Okay.
making you crazy. Crazy? I was crazy
Of course,
once.
it makes a
That's-
lot of people crazy.
Yeah. Sauce a bitch.
So it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time I see him, I'm gonna trip him up. Just because it's funny.
What?
I'm gonna trip him up the
What?
next time we see him because it's funny.
Can we kill him next time we see him?
We could.
That would be
If you really
good.
wanted to.
I
I'd
really
hurry.
want him dead.
I don't want
If
to.
you really wanted to, not me. If you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you not want him dead?
You know what?
I don't think he deserves it personally, but
He
We'll
killed
just-
me.
Brush that one under the rug for questions.
Tried. He tried to kill me, I guess.
Kind of. We brush a lot of things under the rug at this rate.
He's just
Well,
a
yeah.
mindless thrall.
Rug
He's
is
nothing without his mask.
very
Is he an
tall
actual
now
thrall?
with all the dust.
From my
Because I've heard of shit
understanding,
before about thrall.
he just works for the guy.
Oh, that might have. Last
What?
time I was here, I fucking saw some like zombie thing just like kind of jump at me and try to kick me like real fast. I thought I was like in, but thinking if people are being bring back, that might be fucking crazy.
Here, as in where?
Renovamen. I've
here
been here
in the-
before. Maybe a year or two ago. I think I was a bounty hunter, so I came back. There was a bounty. It was like for a zombie or whatever. I went and got it, and then they were like jumping at me and kicking me and dodging. Some sort of
Oh.
fucking monk or some shit.
You know, gotta
Yeah?
say that's the one good thing you've ever said.
What the?
At
I'm
least,
gonna
you
kill
know.
you. I'm gonna straight
Not,
up
not in
kill
a
you.
literal
Like,
sense.
it's
Not
like
in a literal
no.
sense.
I'm like, stop.
Not like a literal sense.
I'm gonna get
It's-
you. I'm gonna.
But
Don't sleep.
there was something that I used to say a lot, and you can laugh at me.
I most
like
likely
you have
will. I
before.
will. I'm just gonna set expectations.
probably.
Most likely will.
As long as it's better than that
But-
fiddle thing you'd always talk about.
Okay, Concordia, we don't need to get over that now. We've
do
gone. It has been years. It's been decades.
You do know
Yes,
each
feels
other.
like-
It's been more than decades.
Scandalous. Were you ex-lovers?
That's not the point.
He
Okay, no.
wishes.
No, I do not wish. I don't wish anything upon that.
Sorry, as I was
But-
saying.
There was I have to at least honor your what's the word?
Tenacity?
Sure, we'll go with tenacity.
Sexiness? Absolute
I
power.
I was certainly like that when I was
hotness.
Lapari gets it.
okay, you're going a little farther, bud.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Or who are we talking about again?
Not you anymore.
Ah,
But
take back the hotness.
when I was a lad, my father had always told me that fortune favors the bold, and you, my sir, are quite bold.
Ah, well, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city.
I'm going to actually smite you to the ground. You are going to the bottom floor.
Father, you said, child, when you grow up, will you be the savior of the broken, the bean and the damned? And you, like, have been a few of those at least at one point. So maybe I'm your savior. Maybe I'm your god.
That's not how that works.
Are you sure?
I think we'll carry on.
I'm very
Yeah,
sure.
carry it. Listen, I'm dressed all in black. Let's have a parade.
My God.
Me trying my hardest not to strangle you in the next 5 seconds.
Fantastic job, everyone.
Laporte's life is gonna end again.
Anyway, what were you saying? Sorry, you were saying something?
With me?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I did, and then you finished
yeah.
that with starting that my father once told me.
Yeah, you said I was bold. Bold? But I'm not that bold. Young? But I'm not that old. I don't know what I've been told.
I think we-
Okay, we're
I
gonna
think we broke
stop.
one.
I think I'm going
We
insane.
broke that one.
Anyway,
We broke that one.
He's never been a fan of pop culture.
What does that even mean? You're saying words to me that aren't English or common or anything.
What the
You're
fuck is
saying
England?
garbage.
England is canon to the realm of
I said English, not England.
yeah,
Well, where
do you know where
English comes
English
from?
comes from? England! Fucking- it's in the name.
Welcome, lads, to the
Yeah.
realm of
Oh, yes, I love the
No.
dwarves going, yes, English.
Didn't we make France canon the other day?
I'm pretty sure I
did.
did because in the one verse there was French. Then I said stop pissing on me, you French man. And-
And then Boston was canon, and then so
then-
technically the U.S. is canon.
That's what you think.
That's what you
The
think.
rest of the US
Coward.
doesn't exist.
I don't like this.
Just Boston, the one little speck.
Yeah,
You were saying
was I?
no.
Ah.
Faith.
But what do you mean? What was I finished my statement.
You done?
Am I? No,
Are you?
I'm not
thought
done. I'm
you
not
were,
dead.
explaining what it was you knew. And what makes you so old, because I thought you were just a week old.
Yeah, wait a second. Fucking.
Faith
what?
is just like. Anyway,
Nah.
Anyway, explain.
no.
Yeah.
I just Faith snapping his fingers just creates sparks.
Cool. I pull out a sword.
Okay, we're not fighting.
That's great.
Oh,
You're
no,
not fighting
listen,
me.
Listen, I don't want to fight you, but if someone is asked to explain something that goes against
You
the
don't immediately
personality-
pull out a sword.
I in
You
fact
can. I mean, we saw what happened with Yarthel.
I in fact do.
That's
If
completely
someone-
different.
It isn't. Someone you told me for the longest time how you've been 3 months old or whatever, or 3 weeks, and now I'm being told that you
Days.
might be older than. That is that means a flaw in your like alibi. And so if you're lying to us, then you could be trying to kill us. I gotta be ready.
It's true.
You
You're
can you
so
please
stubborn.
just like I'm not stubborn. You're just not helping.
You're just like
Okay.
Arila was.
Just explain. Pretty simple.
Pardon me?
Just explain.
You wanna repeat that for the class?
Explain. Or are you talking to the other
I'm
one?
talking to Concordia.
Oh, okay.
I just said
You're
what
trying to
would
get
Arila
out of it.
think?
And you're thinking what?
I said you're stubborn. Reminds me of someone. A friend of ours, you might say.
Someone.
You would front
You know-
that's just me being.
I haven't seen him in a while. Wonder what he's up to.
You would have
Probably
thought
dead.
he would have kept on with his whole mission, but clearly it didn't
He's-
matter to him.
He's got his own obligations, I bet.
I'm
Probably
not
off killing
not
something.
surprised that he gave up.
Ben's
Coward.
a shell of what he once was.
Agreed.
Oh,
Okay, give us
I'm
a
still
fucking
breathing.
explanation.
For now. Give us an explanation.
do you want the short answer or do you want the long answer?
Long answer.
How
Whole
do I
thing.
word this? Okay, well, whole thing's a lot longer than you think it is.
I have
We
time.
got time.
I don't think we have time. I don't think that's how that
Start
works.
talking.
We don't have time
can
for
talk
the whole
about-
story now.
I don't think you get to decide that, Ford.
That's
Ford? Like the
Sure.
car.
What's a car? You're saying
I don't know.
words again.
It was something from my old place. I remember
God.
like a Ford Fiesta or some shit.
You're getting off topic again.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're doing it again.
We've
Explain.
been going the whole time.
Yeah. We're still
Robbie,
going.
shut
Yes.
the fuck up.
We were
We were gonna start talking about Ford.
Shut up.
Oh.
Mute yourself and let us talk.
If I interrupted,
Oh.
shut. I'm not here.
Anyway.
No.
See, as Faith is continuing to hide things, little fire starts like forming in Concordia's hand.
Oh.
Okay,
realized
we
what
Just start
don't need to
talking.
do that. See, the
Three
thing
on
with
one
talking is
now.
that you're doing this, and that doesn't help your case.
You're not doing
doing
this.
nothing.
I'm not talking. So maybe you should start.
Hold on a sec.
Floor is yours,
Pulling up
pal.
backstory.
No, I know. explain sound.
That's what we were waiting for.
Kiwi.
We were waiting
That's
for
the
Kiwi.
story explained.
We were just waiting for like Asina to say something on like backstory, and then you joined. He was like, wait, give me a second, then you joined.
That's
No,
my
it's
best
so
friend.
funny. It's so funny. Perfect timing, Kiwi.
I'm here to. I need to wait for my backstory to arrive. Suddenly, kobold.
You know, there's this thing that we do called, not trying to kill the person.
There's this thing we do called talking.
We're not trying to kill you unless you keep trying to dodge the topic of who you are.
I don't think it's that important.
I think it very is.
Yeah, once before, you can do it again.
Listen, how do I word this to you? I don't think of myself as someone as important as you may think.
Ooh, still want to know who you are.
Yeah, that doesn't excuse you
about
from
I'm-
talking.
It's that the fact that you're lying to us means you could be someone who's trying to kill us. There's lots of change things down here, apparently, or shape changes, or whatever.
I'm not a changeling. That's
I'm not saying
out
you
of
are.
the question.
There-
That doesn't matter. Just start explaining.
Just, I don't think it's best that here is your choice, but, if you want it now, then
It's either that, or I could just
Fine.
not trust you for the entire time,
You
stay
can
away
keep
from
talking
you,
and try to make
talk
yourself
to you,
out,
and
but you're
try
not
and
getting
kill you
out.
at any points I can, because I don't know if you're an imposter or not. It's up to you. I try to keep less hostility towards everyone, but if I know someone's lying to...
Shit.
listen, I will make this as easy to explain as possible for you.
Come on.
I am, and Faith, he's finally he's given up with trying to just
Good.
forego all of this skirt around bullshit. He opens up his panel and you see the big ass horn right in the center. This
You're horny?
is not what you.
Lepori now may
Sorry,
be the
continue.
Lepori,
Yeah.
you're giving me the excuse not to tell you.
Lepori, shut up.
I'm sorry.
This, I assume some of you remember. You'd remember
Okay.
that is the horn Aurelio carried around.
Okay.
I woke
That
up
he's
from
explicitly mentioned
Ding.
is Mortiferum's horn.
Oh, right.
You remember. The
I do
voice
remember
fucking
that.
stupid and was in a...
Concordian does not remember that, but
was in Hellscape. I don't know if they will.
Aurelio was around. Yes, you would remember that.
No, Lepori was in Hellscape for a year.
It was
And
Aurelio.
had not been reminded of anything. So
Oh,
a lot of shit.
okay.
Yeah,
that's
Lepori
okay. I thought
died for a little
I thought
bit.
you meant to say
I
that you remember that.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. Lepori does.
Listen, this is basically how I live.
Okay.
I didn't make this choice. I wouldn't call him dim-witted, but Aurelio made a decision with his. I'm going to actually smite you to the ground.
What?
Not you guys. He decided that it would be best in his decision to keep me alive in a very interesting way. And as far as I'm aware, there's no way out of this. So I'm kind of stuck like this and not who I really am.
So, who really are you? That was kind of the question we were
What I-
going.
Which I'm getting to.
Okay.
My real name is Ford, or Fortune for long form. I am. Well, I'm technically not in my 40s. I'd be thousands of years old. Not thousands, hundreds, better yet. I'm quite old, to be perfectly honest.
So your name's Ford. You want us to call you Ford? Or
I don't think that's the right time.
what's your pronoun?
It's the. I'm. I need a second here because someone is trying to read. I'm trying to read something,
Who's
and I can't read.
I think zombies
worry.
messaging about stuff probably.
I'm gonna
Zombies
murder
away currently.
whoever's interrupting backstory time.
Me. I'm not messaging anything. I'm just being a dipshit. What are your pronouns? So did you just say your name? Was that it? It was just like my name's Ford.
No, I just yes. His name is Ford. Long
Is that
as
the only thing you said?
fortune.
Like at the moment.
Yes.
Cool.
While this is going on, and while Cedar's reading whatever he's reading, could we enlighten me on what happened while I was gone? Because I feel
We
like I
Watch the VOD.
You can watch your VOD back.
no, I feel like I
You
need
can
to.
no. Well,
no.
please tell him now.
We've
Please tell him now.
This is
because
like
I
this
need
feels
to
like a
hear.
more important
I'm
moment. I
trying
should.
to.
No.
I'm
Okay, go on.
trying to
Sorry.
At the moment. Sorry, it's just like, yeah, basically, we started to talk. In the end, basically, Concordia brought up the fact that she was fucking old, was from like ages ago, and then started to hint towards that Faith was also, and then Faith also was like, yeah, we remember it, kind of. So basically, though, and then called Faith Ford, like Concordia called Faith Ford, and then from there, kind of, Lapori and Tempest have been like, okay, you're not telling us your real name and hiding stuff. We will kill you if you keep doing so and don't tell us everything about it.
All right.
And then
Okay.
here we are. Now, Faith is now explaining. I said about a really fast monk. Oh no, a fast zombie. Party were like, okay.
I'm just eating dinner.
Concordia has finished instigating backstory.
Terrifying.
Oh, proud of yourself.
I sure am.
Shit.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought my mic was on.
And what do you mean? What do you mean you're proud of yourself? I can talk
About-
in people's brains too,
About
you know.
you instigating.
I don't know what's happening.
While Cedar figures out whatever he needs to figure out before speaking,
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Thank you,
I-
God.
I was not about to look up knock knock jokes to tell Lepori in character.
You
Honestly,
please
like-
don't.
No, do it. That's so funny.
No,
Listen,
no,
I-
no.
Continue, please.
This.
It's my bad.
I'd love to get more into the nitty gritty of everything, but it's still a little fuzzy. Considering I'm still Faith, but I'm not, but I am, but I'm not at the same time. So do what you will with that information has. Do what you will with that information.
Same pronoun. Gotta be
Pretty
respectful.
much.
Sure, you ain't
I
lying.
think you just kind of ignore the fact that I'm Ford for right now.
So,
Just kind of,
What do you
just think of me as Faith.
just to get it like 100%. This is not a fake persona you're putting on. This is your current being.
No,
You've transitioned
this
to this being.
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't a
need-
choice.
So who do you want to be?
I don't think I have a choice in that matter.
I think we do.
If you
My
had a choice.
entire being, I'd rather be myself.
Which is
Ford.
okay.
Who do you think,
Making-
Ford?
Listen, you just said this is me when talking about like.
This body is me.
I'm just saying that.
I'm
he's
still
saying
I'm still Faith to you, but as a person,
No, then you're
You-
Ford
you
to
still
us
know
if
me
that's
as
who
Faith.
you want to be.
yeah, whatever the fuck you want. We will say whatever.
Not be dead naming you.
Exactly. So, what pronouns? What your preferred pronouns or your preferred name?
you're saying words. Ford is like
weapon.
hundreds of years old. These are not terms.
Okay, so pronouns is what we like say he, she, they, it kind of thing. I go by they,
Yeah.
them. So, which ones do you want to be called?
Let's stick to the basics here. Just he's fine.
Okay?
Just call me Ford. That's fine.
Alright, we're gonna call you Ford.
Yeah.
What's with
Okay.
the enunciation?
I was just. Don't worry about it. I'm fucking stupid, okay?
Okay.
Ford.
Alright. You know, I do wish sometimes that I wasn't in a robot's body because this kind of sucks. You don't get to live like you used to.
So how do we fix that?
Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
So keep it on the back burner. Look into it when we can. Got you.
Well, I've been given the ultimatum of God that if I
Fucking what?
do one more bad things, I die forever. I go get smited by God.
Don't worry, I'll kill
Now,
people
which
for
one of
you.
you are we talking about dies?
Me, in general, me. Like in general. Like me, and robot
Sorry,
me.
I couldn't.
Any of
Okay,
me.
so you stay in line. We'll look into it.
We just tell me to kill and I will.
That is not what we mean.
I absolutely mean it. If you need to kill, if you need someone dead, I'll kill him for you, so you don't sin or whatever the fuck. Or if you, I'll cover the
You know
six
what? I'll
basic.
look into it.
I'll cover the 5 basic sins. I'm not gonna fuck anyone for you.
Whoa.
So lust is on you.
That's
I would.
I don't
Whoa.
have
Not for him. Listen, I'm gonna fuck someone, but not
still
for
don't
him.
have penis
In response
or
to
vagina,
that comment,
or either.
Concordia looks very disrespectfully at Siphon. I got a D&D in the brain. A Tempest. Apologies.
Okay, let's move it forward.
I can't be a roommate. They were party members.
Oh my god, they were party
I'm
members.
basically a roommate to myself.
What?
Oh my god.
Me when I'm in a gay relationship with myself.
Whoa. I think that's called like narcissism.
They told me to fuck myself, and I went, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Okay, was that it?
I guess there's not much I can tell you.
Cool.
But in terms
Let's
of
get
stuff I
out of
remember. Please, let's finally do that.
With sorry, with that, I'm still laughing at the me, I die, me in general.
Like me, I'm dying.
I didn't
Robot
expect
me.
I didn't expect to come back to that. That took me a moment. But let me ask the question I was gonna
Took you a
ask when I
couple.
got back. What direction are we heading from here, Concordia? Are we heading another direction or straight to the orange flicker in the distance?
Steelixon is the assumption, of course. We don't know, but most likely Steelixon.
Alright. I assume some of this talking occurs while you're traversing and then maybe stopping for the more important moments of talking to Faith. but
Walking until the weapon get pulled out.
oh, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I pulled out a weapon. It was like, you're
Yeah,
faking
there were
your
weapons
identity?
thrown on
Concordia
me.
messed around with fire.
Cool. Walking your way up towards this orange light. This orange light gets brighter and brighter, and eventually you could see this towering metal structure. The orange lights almost illuminating this, and as it's in the distance, all of you begin to hear around you, seemingly circling you around and around. It's out of range that you can't see it, but you hear this scuttling on the dirt, this tick, 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 going around and around you.
It said to be wary of if it fucking circles us.
You don't hear one sets of these feet moving. You hear what sounds to be at least 3 of them circling around you and around you.
I'll murder you for going straight into combat again.
No. But this tick, 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 it seems to be quiet, as if these creatures are trying to stay unnoticed by you.
I'm gonna pull out my arrowhead gun and shoot it basically into the darkness towards one of them, just to scare them off. No, just to scare them off, basically. Just to make a loud noise to scare them.
Alright. Pulling out your weapon and firing. Immediately... Hold on. Roll a d20 for me, and then just tell me the number.
19.
You hear a... Not as if your bullet just went out straight into the darkness, but as if it hit something. Something...
Damn it, Lord!
Something's exoskeleton, and you hear this nasty... almost this hiss from the darkness as you hear these footsteps, one of the sets of footsteps, run away very quickly. And almost in a panic, you hear the other 2 sets of footsteps disperse. It seems you've scared off this creature not by the loud noise, but by the fact that hot, stinging metal was put into its carapace, or whatever it was.
The Flurry Swift that saves the day.
You couldn't get a look
Glory!
at what these creatures were.
What?
But they were definitely big.
We don't even know what it was!
They were
It's on-
centipedes. They said if we circle, if they circle around us, we'd fucking dead. Run away.
They
Concordia,
circled around us
hold
earlier
on,
and
hold on.
left without doing anything.
Concordia was
Well-
saying something.
No, Concordia was an ice. Did Zombie just pronounce carapace correctly?
Shut up! No!
I'm genuinely impressed.
That's how you.
Fantastic.
No, we're not getting into this argument. Continue with what you were saying, guys.
No, you did pronounce it correctly. I'm saying I'm proud of you. Good job.
Get it right.
I didn't
Anyway,
think
yeah.
you would.
I'm pretty sure those were cave centipedes because the dwarfs earlier said like, if you get fucking surrounded by your fact thing.
Wow, when I wasn't here, zombie.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
for
that's
gore.
why I shot them. I was like, oh fuck, it's cave centipedes. Anyway, yeah, I think you were like zoned out. Yeah, so they said like things down here. There's apparently shape changers or doppelgangers. That's it. Cave centipedes. We don't need to worry about them until they start to circle around us. So that's why I
Wait,
fucking shot you.
Name's from?
Huh?
Can't remember the name of the person that turned into me.
Doppel. His name was literally
yeah, I was gonna say
Doppel.
Doppel.
Yeah, is this where Doppel's from then?
Maybe we go find. Maybe we go find family of Doppel. Maybe we go find the Doppelgang.
No.
Big fan.
No. I'm smiling even.
And
The 19 hit. I'm kidding.
Anyway.
I
keep
need.
going.
Oh, sorry.
I was done.
I need everyone to make me a perception check.
Wee.
I went to
Fun.
pick up my dice, but instead of picking it up, I missed and just knocked it.
Nat 20.
Wow.
Anyway.
Oh, nat 20. Oh boy.
18.
Nat
19.
2024, if you need the number.
All right.
Perception, yeah.
$19 for a night card. Who wants it?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I assume Panda, you got a 19.
No, I was saying 19 over and over because I got. Yes, I got
that's why.
19.
Could have. I got 18.
18. All right. As you, what is that fucking gif, Kiwi? Anyway, as you all hear these cave centipedes, what you assume are cave centipedes anyway, running around away from you, all of you look forward to see what looks to be this hole dug into the ground. It's a little weird because considering this is like underground, usually there's not holes in the hole, but that's not really what you notice. You notice this hole is dug out seemingly by these claws, as if though something dug it with their claws. And in it, Tempest, you're the only one to notice this, are 3 spherical objects of a bright brownish color. You discern these to be some kind of egg. This nest is about 20 feet away from you.
This is my hole. It was made for me.
You can also hear all around you, everyone,
How's my children?
now much slower, as whatever this is seemingly moving slower in the darkness now, having recovered from their panic of being shot.
Okay. So we're not gonna fight them, we're just gonna back away from the nest.
Egg.
And
An
fix
egg?
the eggs.
Oh, there's eggs in there. Fuck, I was really hungry for omelet.
We're not going near their nest.
Lepori,
Alright.
as you say that, you hear a slight from the darkness.
I think I understand.
No nest.
Woman.
We're not going near the nest.
Hi, how are you?
No,
You doing
no
okay?
nesting.
I am grabbing onto Lepori's arm.
I have you. Just fucking cuts off and is dragged away by tendrils.
Lepori is the only one I don't trust to not ignore the nest.
Oh, God. Ford, Concordia, what do you do about this? Follow Tempest?
Backing away slowly.
I'd fall Tempest, yeah.
Lepori has become the most untrustworthy, but also reliable. You know what they're gonna do.
I don't
incredibly
trust
well.
Lepori
You
not
do
to get into trouble.
Yeah,
I trust Lepori to get out of trouble if we're already in it.
yeah, basically.
As you all back away from the nest, I assume that's what you're doing, Ford, right?
I'd hope so.
Okay.
That's
I need everyone to roll me a nature check.
a nature check.
I love nature. That's a
3.
2. Not 2, that's a 4.
3.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
3 plus 0 is 3.
wow, lovely.
Oh.
Come on, intelligence caster, I believe in you.
I will say you're all rolling this as a group. You're rolling this one as a group, so I just
we're
need two.
fucked.
I need 2 successes from
We're
either of
fucked
you.
then.
19.
Okay, that's a
20.
success. 20. Ford, you want to tell me
Yeah.
what you got?
Yeah. I got a 4.
Great, that's 2 losses and 2 successes. All right, that's you succeed, but only very barely.
Halfway there.
As you all back away slowly from the nest, the creatures in the dark seem to still be agitated by you, so they don't exactly. They know you're backing away, and you hear the more aggressive hissing and chattering of mandibles seemingly slow down, and you don't catch an entire glimpse of this creature, but you see its head kind of poke out in the area that people with dark vision can see. Lepori, you can't see this, and neither can Ford see this, because they don't have dark vision, but you can see they kind of
They are their
peek
name.
into your view of dark vision. You two
Yeah,
notice
that's why they failed the nature check.
Tempest and Concordia, you both notice these creatures
shit.
seem to understand you have a certain sense of dark vision and that you can see a certain distance in the dark, which is why you couldn't see them circling you earlier. They were specifically staying out of your range that you could see in the dark and banking on the fact that you wouldn't just take a step forward and see them, but that's besides the point. You see this head come out, this brown carapace covered head with these 2 red beady eyes. It's almost like a rectangular cell of this creature. It has these 2 large sharp mandibles out the front, and it seems to have these little brown antennae sticking out on the top of it. It peeks out and looks around, looking for you. It looks at you for a moment, kind of looks you up and down, notices you're backing away, and then you see it retreat back into the darkness, and you hear some clicking sounds, so as if its mandibles are clicking together with a click, click, to almost signal to the other creatures hiding away. And eventually you back up too far to even see the nest, but they leave you be, whatever these things were. Do we all...
And this is why I fucking hate bugs.
This is why we just keep an eye out. If there's any more nests, we walk away from them.
I will actively punch the next one I see.
You will do no such thing. They're just protecting their eggs.
Everything meathead.
Lepori, if you shoot another one of them,
What the fuck does that even mean?
Lepori has this exact face. Just
Fucking tongue out.
Really?
I'm just not letting go of
Yeah.
Lepori's arm at this point.
Lepori's chill. Lepori's accepted it. This has happened before, multiple times.
Yeah, I need a leash for Lepori. Like,
Do we continue our way to Steelixon?
child leash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going towards the ever-alluring glow of orange light in the distance, you continue on and on until eventually you step foot into a town of various structures of metal. A lot of the structures on the surface aren't typically this advanced looking. They're not made of metal. I just realized they used the wrong shade of gray. Shut up.
Yeah,
No.
there's 50 of them. Don't worry.
Hold on. I need to make sure these are correct.
To make sure you're using the right shade of gray, there are 50 to choose from.
Shut it! No! Okay.
There are a bunch of shades of gray.
Give me a second while I find...
Are you a right forge or a left forge? I think left Twix or right Twix?
Shut up! No! Don't! You're
you a
catching the
right forward or a
references!
right forward?
You're catching the references too quickly! No! Give me a minute for
I'm
this.
so smart.
Okay, we gotta wait like 9 seconds. Let me remind you, this 9 seconds is horribly sponsored by capitalism, and yeah,
That's a ton and a
capitalism
half.
pretty's not. I know,
This
right?
is sponsored. Fucking
Raid Shadowlight! It's
Sponsored by
not.
Sysco.
Where
if you need to
capitalism
get your
is
fucking
good.
Building
It's
resources.
Sisco, guys.
Go to visit a Sysco.
You
near
need photo roosters or I just bought a shit ton of nether stars from them. That's the only thing I bought. I think that was the only thing bought in general.
True.
Nobody...
You want to join a community shop where they
Very true.
take down the fucking shops you put
Nobody-
in? Go visit Sysco.
Nobody on this stream knows at
That
all what
wasn't
that
me.
means, except for us.
Blow it all up.
As you all make your way into Steelixon, strangely, you step on what seems to be a patch of grass. This grass is weirdly green. It's not...
Like grass.
You wouldn't expect it to be green, judging by the fact that it doesn't get sun. But as you step into it and feel it on your shoes and feet, you hear a distinct clinking sound as you walk through it, and you eventually find that this grass is not natural grass. This grass is hundreds of tiny little blunt
Glass.
rods simulating grass, making a
Not
almost...
grass, it's glass.
No.
Oh my god.
Making
It's
a
perfect.
almost park out of this spot in Steelixon. The only lights you see are torches stabbed into the earth around the town. As you step into the grass, you see 5 stores in front of you. One of them isn't exactly, well, the 2 on the left, right, aren't exactly stores. There seems to be one building that looks rather basic, a couple windows in it. It's bigger than most of the houses you can see inside of Steelixon. And then to the right of this basic looking house, you can see a large building with the sign Steelixon Citizenship Offices right above the door. Right in front of you, well, I mean, of course, people gotta make a little money here, is the Cave Dwellers General Store, lit up with the most egregious bright lights you could even imagine. The Steelixon Citizenship Offices just have a big board with their name over it atop their door. The Cave Dwellers General Store would have blinded that guy you saw a little while back. It would have blinded him for years. To the left of it, you see this little, it's oddly out of place, where a lot of these buildings have a sort of gray kind of color scheme to them, and they have, you know, various metal aesthetics to it. To the left of the Cave Dwellers General Store is this pink, blue, and white colored building, and you see it's even got a big lollipop right above it. It's clearly a metal sculpture that looks like a lollipop, but it's this very bright colored building. There's not a sign over top of it, so you can't exactly tell what it is. If you look at the map, you'll be able to know. To the left of this weirdly colored building, there's another more basic looking building with a large statue of a pickaxe on top of it that seems to just be ever so slightly bigger than the lollipop. Seemingly they have competition. And you see above this, the door is a large sign saying Steelix and Mining Co. Company. The other things you can make out are two larger buildings kind of in between some of the other buildings, but you can't see what they are. But what you can see are these massive buckets of Have you guys ever been to a water park where they have those big splash houses and there's those big buckets that like dump water on people? These places look like that, except the bucket is filled with glowing lava, and it's got a little tip
like
on the end of it. Like a forge.
I thought his name was Ford.
No.
No, Ford's the mod motor.
They seem to. You see the one on the left pour lava into this hole atop the forge, and you hear various sounds of clanging of metal inside these places. And other than many of the other houses you could see beyond this, what strikes you the most when you step inside is a massive cylindrical building towering up far higher than you could see. You can't even imagine where this might go if it went anywhere else other than the surface, which you know it probably goes to. But this large cylinder is just rising up to the surface. You wouldn't even be able to see this place if it wasn't for the various torches around the entire place. It's blocking out seemingly some kind of light that would come in from above. With that, I ask, is there anything we want to do?
Holy shit, this is a big place.
Quite.
We're gonna get in trouble here. Jesus. You laugh. We're probably going to get in trouble here.
No, I was just
I
laughing.
do want to try and get these gems replaced.
So what do we want to do here again?
Get out.
Leave.
Okay, goodbye. Stop walking away.
That's not what I meant.
You're walking
Not what
away.
I meant. There's not a
Huh? Oh, I thought you just told me to leave. I thought you didn't want me here.
Before you stop
No,
leaving.
leave as in go.
Oh! Oh, I just walk again.
No, you're still being held on to, Lapori.
I'm trying to walk away. Labori is like pulling away.
Lapori,
Getting the
Lapori,
running man,
we're here
basically.
to figure out how to get out of this area together.
Ah! I thought we discussed being rude.
No, Lapori.
Right.
Yeah? Say my name.
If I wanted you to leave, why would
Yeah.
I still be holding on to your arm?
You forgot?
Why? Why? Just generally
I'm
why?
gonna flick Lapori's head with my other hand.
Ow! Nah.
There we go. Now it's
You're not
okay.
leaving.
Rude.
I'm not. I'm gonna end your life.
Damn.
If you're dying again, it's from me.
You can try.
I will succeed.
Okay, do it. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
It sounds like a
I
challenge.
don't want to have to be that kind of guy.
That's terrifying. Concordia? I know. I just
So
wanna say
anyway.
Concordia. That's it.
I think it's best if we don't.
That's what I was saying. Concordia in an exasperated voice. 'Cause it was funny.
Anyway, so where do we think we can? How do we? Where? Where go?
I wonder if they have a town deed.
Well, we'd probably.
No reason
We're
in
not
particular.
taking anything.
I
No,
never
no
learned.
more deeds.
I am not letting go of your arm.
There are several dwarves kind of walking about, going from store to store, going about their daily lives. Some are giving you strange looks as if though you're 4 very homeless people standing in the middle of the park. They're a bit. It's not a I am prejudiced against you kind of look. It's a are those people
nice change.
okay kind of look.
No, are we? Are we ever okay? Is anybody ever okay?
Concordia's balling. She's vibing, you know.
2 holes in my head. It's okay.
Lapori is Lapori. That's all.
We've had a long rest since then.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's no more holes.
They sealed
They
up.
just disappeared.
Stuck some glue in them. It's okay, guys. I glued my head back together.
Almost as if they fucking
I
killed.
even if we do want to get out of here right now,
What?
No, go on.
even if we do want to get out of here now, there's probably other things we can do here that we can't really do anywhere else. Like Faye's pulling out the braces, like I don't think we're gonna find gems of this caliber anywhere but here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. What was it? We were told to go to Celixon before. What was it for?
It was
My face.
Yeah, to fix his
That's
face,
it, yeah.
to get it modified.
Yeah, the items for your face. That's
But I will say, now that you're remembering that, the guy, I fucking forget his Darren. Right, back up at the surface with the night market.
Darren.
Told you that this place
Oh,
was a place of myth, a place said to not even actually exist, which is now just occurring to you now that you've made it.
Well,
here.
it's
stuck
fine.
there.
I don't exist. I'm
Wow.
not in
I knew that. I was told that. We were told that. Me and Tempest were told that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me out of character.
The rest
I
of
know
our
a
group is
lot.
missing.
First,
Oh yeah, Lapori was still dead at that point. Oops.
yeah, Lapori's fucking
Gora-
stupid.
Yeah,
Gora
that was still
about
your
that.
fault.
That was me out of character.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get a faceplate, but even then, that's not. I'm not Mr. Big. I don't have that much money. I'm quite
How much do you
probably
think it would cost?
lower.
I'm Mr. B.
An upgraded faceplate, huh?
How much do you think it would cost?
Quite a bit. It's probably, as you know, Darren had said, it's made with a lot of
Cool.
very high durability materials.
Well, like, I got 30
That's
silver
not-
from
Let's go,
that
I like
idiotic
spending
guy,
money.
so I feel like we're set.
Maybe we could finally
Let's
get him.
go.
That's-
I like spending
sure.
money.
Where's that
Let's go
armor
to the
now?
big pickaxe
Ordered
over
ages
there.
ago. I'm still wondering where
Yeah,
the
let's
armor's
go.
gone.
Pori, I'm not letting go of
I
you.
at least want the bracers to be.
I'm looking at
fixed,
zombie
if
right now.
anything.
Looking at me for what? Panda?
I wonder where that armor I ordered ages ago is.
Oh yeah.
You
'cause
caused
Pori's
a
alive
war
now.
in that town!
Okay.
It is
but should've been
ravaged
finished
by
before
war!
then.
Oh
It
no.
should have been finished by 4.
Yeah, no. We would have still gotten it. We talked to the person.
Yeah.
We were friends with the person. Lapori just died.
Yeah.
You
I
have
never got it because it couldn't be
Eyeballs.
You have
So
not
they should
seen
just send it over.
you've not seen this person in ages, and
It's
as
like a
far as
fucking
this
Amazon package.
as far as this person knows, you are in jail.
Okay, they said they
dead.
would send it to
That's
us no
not
matter what.
necessarily true.
And also, we were in the fucking
Also,
snow for a few multiple years, so
how we talk to them would definitely
Well,
still
days,
send
you
somebody
mean.
in jail.
Not years.
I'll be
Yeah, but-
honest, I also kind of firstly, I did actually have the reason of the fact that the place is ravaged in war. It's kind of harder to get armor done in that scenario, and also
To be fair, you said it would be done in a couple days, and that was before it got real bad.
I completely forgot as well up until you said that. I'm not gonna lie as
Yeah.
well.
I expect it soon.
I thought you did, and so I temporarily put on leather armor because I knew you were
Will-
frozen, so I'm like, I don't care. I'll just say it never happened, and it's I love you.
You got a spare set somewhere. It's fine. You've killed like what, at least like 6 people. I'm sure one of them had a spare set of leather armor you could take.
Well, that was pretty cool sounding effects or whatever, because it was like Elvish or Draconic.
I still
or
expect it
something.
to be given at some point.
Yeah.
At some point, yes, I will
expect it
say.
in my hand.
At
You
some
cannot
point.
use that war approach as a reason why, They said it would be done in a few days. There was no
I
written
meant
word
to
about
I
that.
meant to use it just to delay it, but now I have let that get a little out of hand. When we get a good
Not
spot,
too delayed now.
Days because of the war instead of just a few hours.
what?
That was his reasoning for why it was going to take so long.
Yeah.
What?
You said basically it would have taken like a day or two, but because of the war and having to do like making armor and stuff for the war, because he didn't have any items in that shop, that's why it was going to take longer by a few days.
I said 3 days originally, but I do get what you're saying. When we
That's still a few days.
I will put my promise down and I will do this live on stream. You will get it, just not right this minute.
All right.
Well, yeah, but
Also because I have to
Like,
design the
I'm
magical
not
item.
gonna come to your house and touch you.
No. So
I know where you live.
no you don't. Back to
I
the
know
topic
where
at
you live.
hand.
You
Which
have actually told me where you live.
building are we going to?
Which building? by the way?
Pickaxe.
The Steelix and Mining Co?
The one that would
Mining
have
company.
the thing that Faith needs.
All right, heading inside
gems.
the Steelix and Mining Co,
Generous.
you're greeted by what seems to be a really nice waiting room. You know, there's cushioned seats. The floor is a nice mahogany. The counter looks really well made. A lot of wood for a place made with a lot of metal. And this occurs to you for a moment. Where are they getting the wood? And as you step on this wood, you realize it's metal. It's metal. It's metal painted to look like wood, but it still looks nice and feels nice regardless. And there's no one really in the waiting room as, well, not even a receptionist is there. You see there is on the counter, there's a little bell on it. And there's 2 doors to your left and right. One of them says employees only, and the other one says appointments only.
So obviously we walk into the employees. No,
Definitely not.
we don't have an appointment.
Well, then let's sit and wait.
Okay.
Bell,
do.
there's a bell. Could ring.
Ring the bell.
Dude, start tapping it.
Ding, ding,
Bored.
ding, ding.
Start tapping it.
As you do this, not Elven, why did I say Elven? Sorry. A dwarven woman comes out of the back door. There's a door behind the counter, obviously, duh, I just forgot to say that. A dwarven lass comes out from behind the counter and climbs up on this little step stool. For some reason, they didn't make the counter dwarf size. They made it human sized. This lass comes up on the counter and straightens herself up and addresses you. Oh, hello, lads. What can I do you for?
I'd like to get these gemstones replaced, and Ford puts the pair of gauntlets on the counter, or bracers, better yet, not gauntlets.
Yeah, no, we can look into. This lady inspects the braces for a moment. Oh, hold on. I need to inspect these a little closer. She pulls out a little device from her pocket, this magnifying device, and flicks these lenses down to get a better look in it. Ooh. I'm afraid we don't have what we need to fix those. You see, those gems aren't actually... It's a fascinating process. We've learned how to create alloys out of gems. We mix a couple of them. It's a very hard process. You'll want to go to the right forge for that. They've got alloys that'll be able to patch these gems up.
Oh,
But
okay, I see.
I think you have this place a little confused, and she looks at the group of you. Judging by the 4 of you, you're foreigners. We are acquisitions for the forges. You put appointment in with us. We send you material. Yeah, the forges are where you're going to want to go in case of like getting something repaired, made, modified, stuff like that. Right forge is for weapons, armor, gemstone alloys, stuff like that. Left forge is for Warforge creation. That one's, they're at a bit of a rivalry. Don't mention they're on the wrong sides. That'll get you kicked out right quick.
Oh, I kid you not. I didn't even register
I
in
will
my brain.
keep it in mind. I registered a little bit. They probably did it they probably looked at it
Literally
frozen.
was
Yeah,
like,
that
oh,
makes
it's
sense.
just another case of zombie flavor on one.
Nope,
Like,
that
I
was on
can roll-
purpose.
Nope, that was purposeful for once. Per voice.
Oh boy, boys.
Like, I will never understand how you said you were on the West Coast so serious.
I'm sorry. But yeah, you're gonna want to head to the right forge for that. I believe they have the alloy in stock. It looks like, I can't actually tell. Emerald, I think. They're more of a. They're more of
Isn't
a.
that the name of the
Emerald.
campaign? Emerald of Renovamen?
No, it's a.
Emerald of
It's
history.
well, it's more of a.
genuinely thought I heard like Rem World, and I was like, Remnants of a
Rimworld?
World?
No,
Rimworld?
it looks to be more of a.
Rimworld?
Ooh, lapis pearl. That's an
Hello.
expensive alloy.
This is fucking Steven Universe.
How expensive do you think it'll be?
Ugh.
It's a ruby and
I mean, with the rarity of the gemstones on the island, a millimeter of the stuff goes for at least 1,000 gold. But if I could offer a little advice, the two of them always love to go against each other. Maybe you could cut a deal that way.
So how much would you?
To fix?
How do you...
Yeah.
It could be a good 500 milliliters to say the least. I mean, these cracks are rather, well, deep, and they're...
100 milliliters?
I just like point to Tempest and we'll message. Okay, but what if we just say the other one was gonna give us it for like 20 gold?
Okay, well, that's
And then they're
the
like,
point.
oh, we want to compete, and we're like, okay, we'll give it 15.
Yeah.
It's rather.
Well, that's...
I'm just
I guess
appraising
we've
it
got
based
a
off.
few things to get going for.
I am appraising it based off raw mineral cost, of course. I could be completely wrong, but the stuff's expensive. So,
Alright.
No, I
Alright.
see. I will get going to see how much they appraise it
We'll
for.
Yeah,
go
no
check.
worries.
Thank you, though.
No worries. Glad to be of assistance. Also, you might
Guess we're
want,
going to the right forge.
if you're all feeling a little down, the big, the colorful building next door might be a nice place to stop. I would suggest it.
Okay.
Well, have a good one, lads.
You're all feeling down as if I'm not sounding so peppy.
Okay, yeah.
I'm never peppy. I'm always sad.
Zombie just wants us to go in there. Zombie literally just wants us to go in there.
I'm suggesting it, but it's also fun. It's silly.
You know what? Let's go deal with the face.
Too bad we're not.
That's
let's
okay.
go deal with the thing first. Let's deal with that first.
Oh.
Because God, that might put us
Our
out.
bracers made. I want them now. They might put us down a lot of cash. We're down, but not out.
So we're going to the right forge.
Yes.
Yes.
Walking into the right forge, you see what looks to be this massive suit of armor banging away at this comedically sized anvil. And you notice that off to the right side of the room, there's anvils that go down, degrading in size. Seemingly, there's different ones for different purposes, but just above the large anvil, the comedically large one in the center of the room, is this tube with lava pouring into it, and right behind this large anvil is the forge where metal gets heated. There's even a comedically large bucket over a comedically large forge, all in all. As you all step into this very tall building, the armor looks over to you, and you see as the glowing orange eyes of it dim and various exhausts begin to blow out steam, and eventually the armor's stomach opens up to unfurl a set of stairs, and this little dwarven man begins walking down and greets you all happily. Oh, hello, lads. Welcome to the right forge. You got the right place. What can I do you for? And while you're answering that, I need to go shut my door.
While answering to the NPC,
Um,
if
Handle it.
DM who is the NPC isn't here. How are we supposed to answer?
Isn't there?
Yeah, let's just
Okay,
say.
well,
Let's
It's just
our
amazing.
minds.
Sorry about that.
basically, Ford needs to explain what's needed. I need to persuade the boys to help.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm here for moral support.
You're here because I'm not letting go of you.
How bright is it?
In this room, the lava is making it dimly lit. It's lit enough that you can see in it without dark vision.
So it's dimly lit, you say?
Just barely.
Cool, I go invisible.
This
Still holding on to you?
Yeah, while being held, just goes, just like fades out. Like, if you turn down the opacity.
this dwarven
Will you?
this dwarven man doesn't really
Or-
notice you going invisible. He's just dead focused on the group of you. So what do you
I'd like to get this repaired.
you showing him the
And he's
bracelets?
still holding out the bracers.
The dwarven man looks at the bracers. Ooh, what did you do to this? Goodness, you cracked the bitch in ya. Is that radial essence in the cracks?
I
Just smite the
I
man wearing
dropped
this?
them.
Oh, you
I
dropped
dropped
them into a fucking smite? Good lord. It's fine, I don't really ask any questions. Let me get a good, this man pulls out the same kind of device that the, lady in the Steelix and Mining Co. was to look at it. He flicks all these lenses down to get a good look. Ooh, these are going to be expensive to repair. Pearl lapis. Ugh.
I was told that when I got there.
Yeah.
How much are we talking?
Well, we're offering a deal of, you see, despite what the Mining Co. likes to tell you, it's not as hard to get pearl lapis like people say it is. Still decently difficult, but not as hard or rare as they make it out. It's just to drive up the prices, I say. It's about 50 gold per milliliter, though. This, well,
How much probably?
Which is
what did the lady say? I assume you're thinking it's gonna be a high price. Milliliter wise, I mean.
well, 500 per milliliter is what she told us.
500 is what you'd need to make one of these stupid gems. No, it's just about 100. To
In
seal
total?
up the cracks. Total, yes, to seal up the cracks. About
So that
How
would be
much total?
50,000. That would be 5,000 gold
it's
in total.
it's quite an
Yeah?
easy
Yeah.
process to
So,
repair. It's just the material cost.
50 platinum.
Yeah, 50 platinum.
50 platinum? 50
I
platinum.
know you all do not have that.
I don't have that. How much is it? You said that there was one. How much for just the pearl? How much just for the pearl lapis?
Pearl lapis? If you want to buy it by the millimeter, it's 50 a millimeter, as I said. Gold a millimeter, sorry.
Okay, so what about the other ones? Is it all the same price?
I meant to say milliliter. I've been meaning to say milliliter.
Yeah,
No, I got
that's
it.
what I
just said
kept thinking.
milliliter. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Is it the same for every? Is it the same price for every gem that's cracked?
Yeah, he told you 100 milliliter total, which would be to fix both.
Okay, 100 milliliters for both,
So 50 each.
which is 50 per.
I know I like
That's 5,000, which
I
isn't
ain't got
terrible.
that much money.
I don't think any of us got that much.
Wait, how
So
much?
it'd be 25. It'd be
No.
25 platinum for one.
If you're interested, we have a credit system.
Alright. That just triggered a
What kind of
deep
credit
internal groan.
Well...
You know, is there any like favors we could do you?
Whoa, lass, I'm not
No,
looking for that. No.
Not like
Not like that.
See,
sir.
see,
I can
of
I'm
course,
joking, I'm not gonna say
the
that.
5,000,
anything you need help with.
the 5,000 gold price is just for the materials. It wouldn't count labor, but I would be willing to cut the cost of materials if you went and got it for me, and it would just
How do we
charge
do that?
you.
And where do we find that?
Well, you just need to find pearl and lapis lazuli. and then I
How
forge
you
it.
find that?
Well, lass, you're in a cave, so the lapis isn't too
You go to
hard.
y equals 45.
Shut up. But the problem is the pearl. Are you well versed in your gemstones, lass?
No.
Pearls come from the ocean.
Clams.
And if you,
Oyster. Oyster.
yeah,
How the fuck
and
do you
if
say
you-
oyster in Australian?
If you didn't know,
Oyster.
if
Oyster.
you didn't know, there's not a lot of oysters down here in the depths. So while that
I
would,
noticed.
Maybe if you're a coward.
if I could suggest a bit of grave robbing, there's always the crypts down the way, but it's a risky venture.
Understood. Thank
I'm.
you. No.
You feel it tugging at your arm, invisibly, but you know it's Lepori.
I'd need
We're
about
trying together.
an ingot of lapis. You should just be able to punch a good chunk right off and it should be enough. And then as for pearls, about 3 or 4 will do. And then once
Well,
all
that
said,
works for me. Let's get going.
once all said and done, once you get these things to me, it'd be about 100 gold in labor cost.
That I can
That I
handle.
can work with.
All
That I
right.
can handle.
Would you like me to put down the reservation for you? I'm a very busy man. you
Yes,
know.
please.
Yeah, of course, of course. He climbs back up into his armor for a moment, and you see in this big suit of armor that he uses to forge much bigger projects, he kind of has this little notebook tucked off to the side, and he comes walking down with this notebook, and you see as he's writing in pearl, lapis, gems, and marking it down, you see as he flips through the pages to shut it, he stops on a page for a moment, and you see this sketch on this page. He seems to be kind of zoned out as he's looking at this. You all recognize this sketch as the stone broadsword the statue was using. And you even recognize
Oh no.
armor pieces of the statue. It seems as if, judging by these sketches, this man built the statue.
That's nice sketches.
That's cool, actually.
Oh, sorry.
That's actually pretty cool, though.
I get caught up in these things.
No, you're fine.
He
They're
shuts-
really good sketches.
Thank
No,
you.
that's
I'm
it's very nice.
I'm
Proud
very
of your
proud
work.
of that work. You see, actually, he flips open the book to show you all again. See, this is one of my proudest projects. It was commissioned a while back. My family helped me build it. The Sentinel. It's an incredible defense mechanism, said to be linked to a special crystal. It can deny any sort of magical prowess in a large radius. It can stop spells. It can stop, well, any magical item. It's incredible. The best part about it is if it discerns that anybody's escaping it or trying to attack it, it's got a big sword and it's made of the hardest adamantite infused stone that this darn forge has to offer. It's incredible. It's one of my best works. Bit damn though. You know, shit.
What would you say would probably happen if something happened to that crystal you mentioned?
Oh, it had gone to overdrive, basically. It would just rampage until it found whatever caused the breakage. It would go out of its range, that's for sure. I've never seen anything, trigger this. I mean, it's kept up in the Terratona prison far up the way, but I don't think that'll be a problem. It has a built-in kill switch, which can only be said by a magical word, but my grandpappy's probably forgot it.
Do you remember it?
Oh no, he never told me. He said that when he dies, he'll pass it on to me, and I'm not to say it to anyone.
What race was Idioticus?
An elf.
Okay.
Alright
That's
then.
still really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's one of my favorite pieces of work.
I bet.
But as for the lapis, there's probably lots of chunks down by the Dragon's Den. Don't worry about the name. You see, it's a fascinating place. I could go on and on about it. My family's got a lot of history there, unlike Mr.
Yeah, they
Lefty
do.
over there. You see, it's a large deposit of minerals. Lots of lapis, emerald, gold even down there. It's one of the mining co's biggest places. You could probably buy lapis at a very discounted price there. You see, the mining co building here, they charge you tons for transportation costs or whatever. It's bullshit. It's just to make money and for convenience. But you go down there, you mine some lapis yourself, you'd be out and about in like minutes. It's the pearls that'll really trip you up.
Is it called that because it used to be a dragon's den?
It's what the legends say. I mean, with all the minerals there, people say that it's gold from an age-long loss that formed back into its natural form after essentially de-evolving. It's a strange tale, but I'm not one to recite it. It's not my tale.
Do you know where we could learn more about that tale?
I mean, if my grandpappy would ever fucking, you know, get cured of a horrible amnesia, no. Like I said, we have a long history there. We helped the Steelix and Monaco set up there. They pay us handsomely for it. That's why the Left Forge hates us so much. They missed out.
I'm sure they're just jealous.
Well, of course. You wouldn't be. Missing out on such an opportunity.
I mean, it's not really my thing.
Well, no, but...
Do I exactly look like somebody that's their thing? Like...
No, not really. I'm sorry, I'm blabbering on a bit.
No,
But
you're good, I asked questions.
come back with the lapis, with the pearls, and I'll get you your thing fixed right up.
Laboria's gonna become uninvisible and stop running
Duh!
towards the graves. Oh, I'm sorry, hey.
Where'd the rabbit come from?
I've been holding it this whole time.
Oh.
It's tight. No, I'm joking. I was gonna. Do you like do magical items kind of thing?
Creating
Like making them kind of thing. Yeah.
I mean, yes, but that's an expensive venture. It's a
Like,
lot of
do you know if you
also.
can make like?
There's
I don't
also,
know.
you know, a lot of wizardry involved in it. I'd have to call a resident sorcerer or wizard. Don't get me started on the fucker I use for that every time.
Who do you use for that?
Oh, it's this fucking annoying prick, bald-headed ass. He'd pay him 100 gold.
Oh, don't call him.
Of course.
Man.
I'd pay him 100 gold and it comes in here in his pompous red robes and he's like, oh, I'm just the grandest sorcerer and all the
No,
land.
you could definitely find somebody better than
I'll
You could
give
kill
you
him,
this
I feel
magical
like.
item. Well, see, sorcerers make more potent magic items and a lot of them end up murdered, so kind of hard to find them.
But yeah, like, so what kind of range do you mean by expensive for a magic item?
The stronger, the more expensive. A very basic thing, like something that'll, I don't know, make your pain feel less horrible, or something that'll help you see farther, tends to end up on the 300 to 500 gold scale, and then stronger things, like the statue, that's in the 10,000s.
What about like a rod that might be hard to move?
Oh, the immovable rod? Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
make tons of those. They're about 500 gold a piece.
Alright, thank you. I have 59 gold.
Great for construction purposes.
Because I'm pretty sure I missed out on any money. I have 59.
Holy shit, 500.
He said 500 gold.
I know. I'm saying I have 15. I have 59.
That's a lot of gold. Wait, did we follow your money system in here?
Me?
But how much
Yeah.
is a gold? Like,
1
Oh, how-
gold is
how much
100
is
silver, 100 silver is 1 gold, 100 gold is 1 platinum. So 5
Okay, so
platinum
that-
for 1.
Oh, so I have 600 gold.
Yes.
you have 6 platinum? Nice.
I do, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, now I'm a lot less worried about spending money on Ford's thing.
So he would need 50 platinum.
So do we want to, like, split
Not
up,
50,
get stuff, or do we
no.
want to stick together?
Panda 5. 100 gold is 1 platinum. And he said
50 for me.
5,000 gold.
he
for
said
Ford's
500.
For me.
For Ford's thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for
For my
the
thing.
the
Anyway,
material
without
costs.
costs.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking-
50 platinum.
Ford's gonna be like,
Without the gems.
Okay, we're gonna. No. So let's focus
is
on
it bending
getting.
down?
We're gonna focus on getting this first, and maybe you'll get something if you behave.
You can get a McFlurry if you behave, little man.
Listen, Lepori doesn't mind being embarrassed
I
if
just went
they get
full
the silly little
Florida in that
items.
sentence.
Listen, Lepori's happy with embarrassment if they get what they want.
Okay, so do we want to split up to get the stuff that we need to get it, or do we want to go together for everything?
Let's split the pot.
Because we need to go to different places.
I feel like
I'm
we should
ch-
avoid splitting the pot, you're right? Just for
You are-
simplicity's sake.
I was
should
also
avoid
gonna
for the
say,
safety.
you are in like a unknown land. You have no clue where anything is. You could get lost. The
All right.
horrors.
Kind of
We
funny.
want to grave rob first?
Yeah, I'm good to grave rob.
Might as well.
Let's go grave rob.
All right. So, are we leaving the forge then?
Yeah. Well, do you see a grave
Yeah.
in the forge?
No, duh.
Not yet.
No. The
Not yet.
the dwarf. You all say your pleasantries to him, but before you all leave, the dwarf turns to Ford. Could I have the broken ones while you go out and get the materials? You can get them back at any time. I just like to inspect them, get a better look at how I could repair them.
Here's the issue with that, and this is just me talking. This man actively created the stone statue, so there's a solid chance that he knows Idioticus had these.
But roll insight.
Yeah, no,
And
roll
there's-
insight.
Sure, I'll roll it. Yeah, I'll roll,
Roll insight to see
I'll
if he
roll insight on
knows
that.
Idioticus and is just trying to steal these back.
Insight. Okay. That is a 24.
You could tell that this guy might have some sort of relationship to Idioticus, having built the statue and all. He might have met the warden that would be guiding the statue. I mean, he'd have to teach them how to control the thing. As he said, there was a magic kill word. But when he looks at the bracers, you notice the distinct look in his eyes. He doesn't really know they're Idioticus's. He's just genuinely very curious about them and would like to look them over before repairing them.
He's literally just in his craft, and this is a cool thing, and he wants to look
He's,
at
in
it.
his, he's got his autism. He's
The
hyperfixation
hyperfixation.
things.
This is fucking cool. It's like, I just want to see this.
Ford's just kind of putting both of them in his hands. And it's like,
It's like
remember,
the collector with magic.
I
items.
dropped
The
these.
collector wasn't dead.
Yeah, sure. I don't ask questions, lad. That's bad for business.
He just gets paid.
And then
Ah.
Ford just turns around and he's walking off with everybody else.
Alright.
To the grave.
You see as the dwarven man begins to climb back up into his armor, which you notice as you leave the room, he doesn't really have like a desk or an office around anywhere. It seems that his big suit of armor he has doubles as a workspace. He's got some files in there, he's got a little inspection table to look at everything. You might think he lives in the armor at this point, but you all make your way back outside to the right forge.
Grave rob.
What?
While walking. Yeah, while walking, the horse gonna go up to Concordia. Just a real quick question. This isn't like. I don't know how to explain it. This isn't like rude. Because I remember you saying you're like kind of not really live, but not really dead.
Is this offensive?
Is this offensive?
You know what? A little grave ramen?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
What do you think
Amazing.
about that?
It doesn't upset you, considering I don't have a grave.
True. If you did have one, would I be allowed to rob it?
Wait. I don't. That's not something I
But
would
if you had
consider.
one, would you allow me to rob it?
Teleport
I
now.
suppose. There's probably not much left there anyway.
Thank you.
You wouldn't have been the first one to get to it.
Hey, to the graves.
I do want to ask, before we just run straight off to the graves, do we want to explore anywhere else in Steelixon, or are we just going straight there?
We've got time.
We'll come back.
Okay.
You've got time.
Well, I don't have time, which is why I was saying that.
No.
So you all are running off to go to the crypts?
Go grave robbing.
Crypts.
Yeah.
I need to pronounce that with the PYT. Crypt. I cannot. I sound like
It's
I'm
okay.
saying a completely
Stop,
different
move
word.
ahead.
I can't believe they made a currency based on that crypt.
Whoa, but
Oh, that
with
was a map.
That was the. Hold on. That's the. Hold on. Let me pull it out. That was the surface map. Hold on. That's the surface map that I pulled out. It was a surface map. See, something suspicious back there. I'm not gonna put the maps before they appear in my scene. I'm organized. If I had every single map I was ever going to use in here, there would be so many, and it would take me forever to pull them out. But with that, though, I think we will end the session for tonight. I'm really glad we could have this makeup session, because I was really mad about getting cut off yesterday with my internet going out, and I'm so glad we were able to actually get somewhere with this. With that, though, we'll end session. Who do we want to raid? Does anyone got a friend live right now?
Nobody
Oh.
ever. No more raiding. Raiding is canceled.
I guess Amsel's live if you wanted to raid Amsel.
Amsel, how many viewers does Amsel have?
20.
Maybe someone a little smaller. 20's a lot.
Josh,
I mean,
Yes, I did the 278.
yeah, okay, maybe it's better to raid. It's better to raid someone with like 20 followers than it is to raid someone with like 200. How do you? I don't actually know their username. I'm not.
Is Amsel TV.
Underscore TV or just TV?
Just like it's in player chat.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just.
Ugh, sorry about that. That was gross. Okay, there we go. Oh, I did spell it right. I got it right. Yeah.
Do you just apologize for burping?
Yeah.
You know how often I've burped into my mic?
I don't know. Everybody in my family.
Weird flex, but okay.
Everyone in my family is like, ew, that's gross. Stop doing that, even though I can't control it. But whatever. Everybody go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm a quiet burper.
Quiet